Yeah. All right, hard yarners. Banger episode. That's fucking ripper. Yeah. Didn't know where this one was going to go today, but yeah, very good. Jagga, always a pleasure to have you. But before we speak about what we spoke about, today's episode is brought to you by alltradescover.com.au. If you're a tradie, this is definitely tailored to tradies. They do have sister businesses or brother businesses or whatever they're called, companies. But alltradescover.com.au, if you are a big business, a small business or a medium-sized business in the trades sector, they're going to be able to look after you. They're going to be able to cover you for all of your pitfalls. Anything that you're going to have an issue with, they've got the people in there who have been in trades before, and they've also been in the business long enough to understand where people have fallen down in the past. So they're going to give you the best coverage possible, and it is shocking to find out how many tradies don't have coverage. So if you're a tradie at home right now, listening, stop, press pause, go hit up All Trades Cover, get your coverage, because it's going to cost you more in the long run if you don't have that coverage yourself, and they're not going to rip you off. They're fucking legends, so get around them. Say that Hard Yarn sent you, and they'll be as competitive as possible. Also, this episode is brought to you by Crafted Finance. Are you keen on a mortgage or a loan anytime soon?
Me personally? Potentially, the way life's going, actually. Well, there you go.
Yeah, good, cool. Well, hit up Crafted Finance, because they're going to be able to help you. Crafted Finance, they're like-minded people. If you want to really hear about Crafted Finance, we had Luke Tedesco from Crafted Finance on a couple of weeks ago talking about the financial world and the state of the housing crisis and all those sorts of things. But the one thing you'll find about Crafted Finance is they're very like-minded to us here at the Hard Yarns. They just want to give you the best options possible. They understand that you can pay a lot of interest over the long term of the loan. So they're going to present you with the best options to pay the least amount of interest. At the end of the day, it's your decision, but they're going to present you with all the options. So yeah, they're great people, like-minded, and I just love supporting the people who support us. So if you're a hard yarner, drop our name, hit them up. If you're going to get a mortgage or a loan or looking at anything in regards to finance, please hit up Crafted Finance. The link is in our show notes. And they're, like I said, very good people. So, but today we were joined by Jagga again. He was, everyone got back to us last episode and said how bright and bubbly and happy they were after that episode, even though we went through a bit of a dark moment in it. We went through some dark stuff in this one, but fuck, man, banger episode. What did we talk about?
Mate, I don't think we left out too many topics.
No.
We talked about everything.
Yeah.
For those who didn't see the last one, go watch it, because I sort of like scraped over that into this episode. But yeah,
good point.
Yep. We spoke about what it's like being an athlete, transitioning back into a family man, overcoming some challenges, and I think it's just for wherever you're at, you get something out of it for sure. So
we talked about little things like Ozempic at the end, but we talked about the division we see in the world, asking questions in any areas, your mental health, the whole lot, man. Yeah. Great journey, good episode, and I think the listeners are going to really like this one. So without further ado, let's get hard.
Yeah!
Welcome to Hard Yarns Podcast.
I am fucking fat.
Anything Chris White says, please disregard it.
5D is actually a state of being. It's a unity consciousness.
That was Hard Yarns with me, Frankie Rose. So I'm going to throw it over to your co-host,
Daniel Jelby.
And Cameron Branch.
I would do this and then I'd gong.
Free in attendance for the millions listening at home. Let's get hard.
So that's a very Switzerland day.
Mate, that's exactly what I've been doing lately. And that's not good for my algorithm, for my going viral or anything like that. But
in terms of content strategy, though, you do relatability, virality, something in the middle, you know?
Well, something in the middle doesn't work, man. It doesn't get people... I put up...
But something in the middle, like what I reckon, so I've been doing way too many relatability posts lately. All it does is it just reaffirms the people that already follow you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then the virality bit, it's like, fucking get everybody in. So, a big thing in fitness is a virality, is the reaction posts.
Yeah.
You know, and then
that's... we see that everywhere. We see that in politics. Obviously, that's a big thing at the moment. But we see it health, you see it medical, you see it race, you see it gender, what is going to spark the
Yeah.
outrage,
Yeah,
and
it's
that's what's going to make it.
Fucking wild, man.
And mate, I've made a real conscious effort to move away from that. And this morning, for example, I put up a clip. I knew it wasn't going to go well, but I'm like, I fucking refuse to back down on this. I'm going to try my hardest. I'm sure I'm going to fall back into old habits, but I'm going to try my best to continue to put up. I don't know how I'd frame it. I wouldn't call it middle ground, but just things that are less divisive.
Yeah,
and I put up this thing about like Chris Pachula, who we had on yesterday, 2 days ago, talking about the inherent understanding of what is, or the meta ethics of what is good and bad, and whether it's supposed, or if it's something that is perceived after the fact, or is something inherently good or bad without the perception.
Yeah.
And the understanding
Fucking,
is
that's
probably like it's a question that I've never ever considered.
Yeah.
And I understand it's a complicated question to contemplate.
Yeah.
And whether or not something good or bad is inherent, like it is, or it is because of a consensus understanding of what is accepted to be good or bad.
I think delivery is king too.
Yeah, so
Which is a hard one. You know?
so understanding that is such a thing. I knew it wasn't going to go well, but it's like I love it. I love
Has it gone well now?
No. got like 13 likes or something. Whereas a clip where I'll be trashing someone on the left or the right would get 10,000 likes,
It's fucking insane, bro.
Exactly. So it's. I refuse to be drawn into it now.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it anymore. I know I will. Hard on systems, soft on people. That's how I'm going to use.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm going to use.
Yeah. I still think, mate, like someone say to me, "Oh, what are you up to?" or "Who are you?" or whatever else. I'm like, it really depends on where you ask me at what point in my life on what I'm trying to push or be a part of. So it's like when you've got a platform like this. Yeah, it's like, what do you want to be a part of? And what do you feel like runs of you at the time? You know what I mean?
It's just going to, for me, it's going to be a voice of what I see to be as good. Now, this is going back to that inherent understanding of what is good, because both sides think they're good, left and right, for example. I want to be here.
Yeah.
Where I go, I see your good point here, and I see your good point here. Both sides. And, I want to look at it from that point. The left's gone so far left that where the centre was now appears to be on the right.
Yeah.
So it's a difficult thing to not appear right-leaning by using logic and reasoning.
Yeah, for sure.
But what I am definitely conscious of now and going forward is trying to just bridge the divide, bridge and just saying what I appeal to, what I conceive to be true as good.
What you got to remember as well, though, there is a lot of fucking people out there that sit in the middle but are too worried to tread on anyone else's foot.
Yeah, well, that's
so it could take a domino effect of one person going, mate, I sit in the middle. I don't disagree with anybody, but I don't agree with you guys fucking just really putting your point onto anybody. And then all of a sudden it's going to be like, mate, I sit in the middle. So yeah, I think that.
Well, it's the wobbly middle.
Yeah.
They call it the wobbly middle for a reason. Also, the silent majority. It's the silent majority.
Yeah, exactly.
So
what was really cool was that fucking march that just happened in the UK.
Yeah.
I feel like there's obviously a lot of really right people, but I feel like, mate, there was a lot of people just sat in the middle and went, we want to be a part of something.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
That's what and this is what I think. Again, it's just what I want. I want to point out the good things that I'm seeing. So instead of pointing out the right-wing fascists that would have been in attendance, or pointing out the horrible left-wing extremists, I'm just going to point out what you just did.
Yeah.
How good are the people in the middle who turned up for something to become united together for?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, why wouldn't I? But also, and I'm going to do something now that I don't think people within the media with a platform on either side have really. I haven't seen many people do it, and I'm going to acknowledge my role in divisive rhetoric. I've fallen into the trap in the past, definitely. And people who watch our content and follow our podcast would have seen a definite shift in my attempt to try and be a bit more neutral in the middle and understanding both sides. They would have seen, I've gone down to ghost stories. I've gone down to spirituality and God and different things that are a little less divisive and just tried to be a little more central.
Yeah.
But I will put my hand up that definitely in the past I have and would have pushed people in a divide unintentionally.
Yeah.
And the left-wing media and things like The View and ABC News and these sorts of media outlets also should be putting their hand up and go, I played a role in this. And I'm not sure they're going to be willing to do that because clickbait does, as we've just talked about, it does breed the viral clips if a clip goes viral, that's more money, that's helping the sponsors and whatnot. But I refuse to be baited into left and right division anymore, and I'm just going to say what I see to be true. Yeah, focus on love.
Yeah, mate. I think there's a lot of people. Like I was saying, there's a lot of people out there that will ride that wave. It will be a slow burn for you, only because a lot of people aren't willing to just speak out. Yeah, but there's a really cool movement coming. I feel that people just want to sit in the middle, and they don't want to disagree with anyone. They're happy to hear everyone's point of view, and because I feel like to give your point of view now on someone else's statement, you're disagreeing. Like why are we always disagreeing? Why can't we just go, fuck, fair enough.
Well, going back to the inherent understanding of what is good and bad, we could actually just really get to the bottom of that because, as I said, both people, depending on their perceptions, left or right, for example, they both think they're good or theirs is the correct answer. And I've seen someone use it as an example of like pasteurized milk. Like in Europe, they'd pasteurize milk a certain way. In America, they pasteurize milk in a certain way. And they both go, well, mine's the best. So the way to get to the answer of what is good or what is best for everyone is to ask questions. It's not to just go, I'm right, you're wrong. It's ask questions. So if it was pasteurized milk, they use the example, how does it taste? What are the after effects? Are we getting healthier? What are the effects on the animals? There's a whole range of questions to be asked to get to the answer of what is good. And if we're not asking questions and we're silencing people from asking questions to find what is inherently good, which seems to be a collective understanding and a collective agreement of what is good and bad, then how can we actually find the answer?
Another good one about that as well. I'm a very curious person, so I'll naturally be someone to ask questions. But for someone to sit there and just feel attacked, what the question they should ask themselves is go, so I understand this better. Like literally saying to somebody who's like, what questions do I got to ask for you to like explain this to me better, because what I'm hearing is just you just pushing me away from the problem. So we can both be in on this. Yeah, like what aren't I seeing? And be willing to learn. Because like a lot of people are just so professionally entwined with how they think, and it's just if you just take a look and a listen and just hear a little bit more in depth rather than just going
Well, I actually wrote something about this.
Are we recording right now as well?
Yeah, we're recording, right? Yeah, that's good.
That's good.
So people don't understand. This is like how people just chat.
Yeah,
like,
I love it. Yeah,
I fucking love it. I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna read this thing that I wrote, and I think it's important. I don't think my opinion's higher than anyone else's, but this is what. Again, I'm going back to what I think is true and what I think is real. So, this is my thoughts on everything that's going on at the moment. It's very short. It's just one little paragraph. When society fractures and the noise of culture pulls people into opposing camps, the temptation is always to pick a side. But strength is found in resisting that pull. Instead of being dragged into the chaos of division, step back and rise above it. Neutrality here is not weakness but wisdom, an anchor that steadies both yourself and those around you. In a culture that thrives on conflict, you become a rare bridge, reminding others that shared humanity is stronger than separation. By holding calm in the middle of turbulence, you show that balance is not avoidance, it's leadership. And so what I would say now to everyone listening or watching, if I clip it up, that there is your opportunity to have an effect on others around you. It is a contagious thing where you hold that neutrality and you do not pick a side and ask questions, be curious, like what you were just saying, and we can collectively come to an agreement, an understanding of what is inherently good and bad.
I think a really important message of that there is no agenda to be pushed. There is zero agenda there. Yeah. And I can say that wholeheartedly because I also sit in a very middle-ish wobbly lane that requires I'm so open to hear both sides. whatever agenda it does sit on the right and left, like you got like what people remember is that they are fighting with each other.
Yeah.
For us who just want to sit in the middle, be curious. Why are they doing that? Why are they doing that?
Yeah.
Just be happy that you don't have to choose a side, but be willing to learn from both sides. You know?
And then now just to completely pivot, I'm gonna say we all agree on the fact that the Zionists killed Charlie Kirk. No, I'm not gonna point fingers, but it just is.
Yeah,
It is a bit dodgy, man. There's something going on there, but we won't talk about
that was
because I don't know enough.
Mate, that fucked with me hard.
Don't you feel like it created a heaviness around the world?
Mate,
That someone's views and opinions could result in the death of a loving father and husband?
Mate, look.
Yeah.
Just he was so strong in his opinions. So in all of his greatness and all of his faults, he was really passionate about what he said.
Yeah.
What really fucked with me is that what people were saying, thank God he's dead.
Yeah, it's hard, and I've talked about this.
People
as well.
have never fucking met the man.
Yeah.
Right. People have just, and the thing is that people get so caught up in what someone says online.
Culture wars, yeah.
Yeah, like we have a conversation right now, and we're having this. But when I leave here today, you get on with your life.
Yeah.
That man that got assassinated, Charlie. He had a point and a view, and love him or hate him. He's in front, no cameras on.
Yeah.
He was still putting his kids to bed every night and,
Yes.
making his wife a coffee every morning and lived a normal life.
Yeah.
And you're wishing that he was dead. And I was just like, oh, mate, that is what it fucking spun me. Right.
Look, and there's some ridiculous statements going on, like that he was racist. I found that one the most hilarious.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter your opinion on him. It's just like I don't want to fall into the trap of, and I said this again on a clip the other day, I don't want to fall into the trap of hating or resenting or being angry with the people who celebrated, because then you're a victim of the division that we're seeing in the world as well. They're only a victim of propaganda.
Yeah, exactly.
They believe that he's this. They truly believe he's the devil.
Mate, all I want people to see is that if it doesn't serve you,
Yes.
just be happy that you're just above ground, sort of thing. Really, really live that life.
And this is why I will continue to go hard on systems, but not the people, because the people can be influenced.
Yeah.
Myself included.
Yeah, for sure.
And when I look at those people who celebrated, I look at them as victims of propaganda that they truly believe he's the devil. If you truly thought the most evil person causing the most division on the planet was dead, you'd probably have that, that's a good thing. You'd probably have that little thought. Their understanding is he is the worst person on the planet. Yeah. Their understanding is that they think he's like a Hitler.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the other side, they don't. They think he's like a saint. They think he's actually, putting the word of God out there.
And
So
the people of you and me that, from my opinion, I think not everything he said was right. Not everything he said was wrong. There's a middle ground. What's wrong with you don't got to attach yourself to a whole person, but you can attach yourself to what you feel like's a good or bad sentence or belief.
And people can't change their opinions.
Yeah,
he was loyal to Israel. Like he was a loyalist to the Israeli regime.
Yeah.
And then in his last month, I'm not suggesting anything, but he started questioning what was going on with Israel and their influence on American politics, and he started turning down funds and donations from Benjamin Netanyahu and AIPAC and all these sorts of donors that are Israeli funded, and there are rumors that he was being told to change his narrative slightly because these donors didn't like what he was saying about Israel. Whether that's connected to his death or not, I don't know. But the point I'm making there is his point of view evolved on Israel. It just because he felt something early on doesn't mean he wasn't intelligent enough to change his understanding and go, maybe there is something a little dodgy going on here. Yeah. Maybe that cost him his life. I don't know. But also the point I'm making is your opinions can evolve and change. Just like my opinion on Trump. I loved Trump. Thought he was fucking bulletproof. Thought he was the best. I don't think he's the worst, like everyone else will have you believe. I don't think he's fucking God incarnate. I think he's got in his head that what he thinks he's doing is the right idea, but also
He's fucking cooked it though, bro.
yeah, I think
Like-
he's fucked up a few
He's
things,
fucking
and so
cooked
my
it.
ability to go, hey, I think what you've done here, and here is incredible, but oi, that shit there is fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what a person who's not picked a side
Yeah.
and tribal. I have to battle with my old self and my old ego,
Yeah.
who pushed. Yes, Trump's going to be the change that we need to see in the world. I have to battle with that guy and go, hey, you were a little bit wrong there. But then go, well, fuck, what he did there is good. What he did there is bad. And I think that's what any normal person should do.
Yeah,
they shouldn't
for
sell.
sure,
They shouldn't
for
go.
sure.
Doesn't matter what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah,
Because that's wrong.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't do the other. They shouldn't go, anything he's doing is good.
Yeah.
Because that's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think discernment, neutrality, that's the message. That's what I would leave our listeners with every single week as often as I can. Let's find the neutral ground. Let's step back. And then if I go out of those bounds, even in the comment section, just remind me. I'm happy. I'm happy for our listeners to go, remember, we were going to do this all together. Because I don't want this to just be me. I want people who listen.
Yeah.
And then people who I listen to. And I just want everyone to start to go, right, let's stop dividing. Let's do our own part.
So fucking important, man.
Because if we all do that little bit,
Yeah.
it adds up, makes a difference. So,
Mate,
mate, you're not here to talk politics. So, Jags, mate, you've been on once before. If you haven't listened to that episode, go back because we had a big outreach about that. The orphan stuff was pulled a lot of heartstrings.
Yeah.
Mate, nearly made me cry. We were watching that clip today.
Yeah, fuck, man. It was. It's funny as well because when we very first had that conversation, there was just a point in my life where I felt very gate-kept on a lot of the things that I needed to say. And look, there's things that I'm more open to talk about now just because of the person that I am and the message that I'm trying to get across and things like that. Because you evolve.
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck, man.
Well, it's challenging. You've gone through a bit lately as well, obviously. I seen Courts the other day, just bumped into her a couple of times lately. And I love how the universe works. And I wanted to actually catch up with you and have another chat again. So this has worked out really nice. But, you're stepped away from boxing. That's a fucking big thing, man.
Mate, it was...
Because that's your life.
It was the biggest fucking downfall I've ever experienced in my life.
Is this and we talk about this a lot on the podcast, is this that you've placed your identity in being a boxer and it's no longer there?
Mate, yeah, like overnight as well. So for those that don't know and are new to listening to the pod, I found boxing when I was 9 or 10 years old, growing up in Western Sydney. It's, you have to be, if you got to find something to gravitate to.
Yeah.
I wasn't good at team sports. I didn't have siblings growing up. And when I run home one day, a little bit flogged up, and my mum's like, if you can't run fast, you got to learn how to fight. And then that was sort of how boxing evolved for me.
Yeah.
And so I've been doing it off and on since I was 9 or 10 years old. And it's always found me at the lowest points of my life because doesn't matter what time of year it is, rain, hail or shine, there's a boxing gym open, which I'm so fucking thankful for that. If you have nothing going on in your life, go find a boxing gym or a martial arts gym. Combat is so important, especially as a male. In saying that, a little bit of a pivot, but we'll come back to it. I grew up with addiction, like not being addicted, not what I thought was being addicted. Like a part of my school run in primary school when I was living in Western Sydney is that I'd stand at the front of a methadone clinic waiting for my mum to go in and do a thing and come out. So I know addiction. I know what it's like. But in seeing my parents and their chosen occupation, I didn't want to, I saw what that end goal was. So gravitating to boxing, I stuck to it for a long time, and then when I'd quit when I was 17 and, I went through foster care, my boxing coaches become my foster parents, that's all in the last pod. And it's saved my life. And over the past 4 years, I gave everything up, friendships, fucking, I didn't go to birthday dinners. I didn't eat at Courtney's birthday dinner, my partner, for the first 2 years of us knowing each other because I had to cut weight. Like I just wouldn't go to things because everything was around performance and fighting, which I'm so like, I love that guy. Like I miss that fucking guy. I miss it every day. Nothing will ever be able to top that. I might have to buy a motorbike or something. But in saying that, you develop this addiction. You know, this addiction of the fucking like the rush, and you're getting it fixed every day.
Yeah, the addiction to the process of building to. But something.
Also standing in front of someone, like I don't like I'm pretty humble. I like to, but yeah, you're standing in front of someone.
Yeah, and
you're finding something out about yourself. It's got nothing to do with him. So yeah, like if you get into the ring, and like I've been in the ring with Russians, Filipinos, Americans, and you're getting in there and it's going, fucking let's go, mate.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. Like, and it becomes a drug. Yeah. It becomes a fucking drug. And it's not until I left it that I realized how addicted I was to it.
Yeah, okay.
And in my blurry years between 18 to 23, not that I was addicted to anything, but I ate a couple of eckies. Like, I've done some raves. Yeah. As any young adult does, you know? Yeah. And nothing hectic, you know, just whatever.
Yep.
And when I come back to boxing, it's you're on a high every day. It's like and I've become so attached to it because I had nothing going on in my life.
Yeah.
And when I left,
the fall.
Brother.
Oh.
Brother. And I, like, for any athlete out there, please have a really close circle around you because there is some dark days coming when it stops. When it stops, it's very dark. And what it took me 6 months to figure out is that I had my purpose mixed up with my goals. They're not the same thing. But I didn't know that because eating, training, sleeping, friends, communication, outings, like you name it, it was all about boxing, which I thought was my purpose, but it's not. And once I started to realize that was just my goals, like and it took me fucking 6 months to do that. Like, oh man, I was wandering around with just fucking I can't even remember the first half of the year. I can't remember it. I just remember saying to myself, this is just who I am now. I just wake up depressed every day. And I was doing all the right things. I was still training. I was eating good, you know, I was becoming a better friend. I was reaching out to people. But yeah, but every night I was going to sleep and I was going, fuck, I don't care if I don't wake up tomorrow. Like I actually just don't care. And reading into the brain and endorphins and feelings and things like that, like what I developed is no middle ground. I was up here forever. And then when I was down here, it's like, no worries, I'm going to train at 2.
Yeah.
Boom, back up there.
Yeah.
So fuck from training, go to sleep, wake up, go on to training soon, it's all good. So I'd never developed a middle ground. Thank God. I hover in the middle so much now. And it's okay. You know, for so long it was like it's like, why aren't I up here?
Yeah.
Like and because I was training 3 times a day, going towards something, the goal, the this, the that, the blah, 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 blah. Especially I won the Australian title in November.
Yeah.
January, February, I somewhat retired-ish in my mind.
Yeah.
And so, it goes from like the highest and then just boom.
Yeah.
Nothing. So, and I had nothing.
Well, especially in such a combat sport where you're like, no offense, but you guys are already insane to a point. You're all in, man. You know, like you're all in.
Yeah.
The level of commitment, and we got Benny Vickers on next week, and he trains Jack Della. And I want to talk to him about this as well, specifically. I've heard Volk talk about this when they're not training, when he doesn't have something to fight for. He's nearly crying in tears. I see Tim Franklin, who ran around the world, came on the podcast on his stop through, ran around the world, and by the end of it, he knew this was happening. He was prepared and still had the fall off the cliff of what do I have now?
It's fucked, man.
And that's putting your identity in what you are doing, and that's putting your purpose in what you are doing. But I think, and I'm making a broad assumption here, but you found greater purpose within connection and people around you.
Yeah, 100%. I feel very blessed to be. I feel very blessed that I've been so willing to put myself in some really fucking testing situations. So boxing itself is, a test every day.
Yeah.
And when I'd left that, a lot of people would choose drugs and alcohol. I'm going to go get on it and whatever else. But I was like, I've already done that.
Yeah.
Like I don't need to go back to that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit. I'm just going to sit and figure this out. And I was like, I'm not. And I was just so upset. And when that happens, you don't like I'm not a verbally aggressively like dude. I just sit in silence. And I come to this assumption that I figured out that I was like this earthquake, fucking with myself, and then the rubble was the people around me, and they were just stuck in it. Everyone was like feeling the effects of what I was without even saying anything. And I think that's a really important message as well. Even though you're just killing yourself in here, the people around you, they don't got to say anything for them to feel it. And and if they love you enough, they just want the best for you. And if you're not communicating and you're not openly saying, where you're at, which when you speak, a lot of it does fall away. Yeah. But it just, you get it so bottled up, and then it's like, fuck, I feel like an idiot. I'm not even going to talk about it. Yeah. And you just trap it in, and then all of a sudden you let it out, and it's like, fucking
it comes out in other ways that maybe you didn't want to let them out, like emotionally. Yeah. Yeah.
And I had a very testing time, and mate, in the long scheme of things, like I have a really good life. And I look at what like little Jag or anyone else in a way worse situation has to go through. Like I've got it so good. I really do. Like, my missus loves me. I've got a stepson that like really looks up to me. I've got a good family. I've got good friends, but I was just fucking killing myself. And all I've got to say is, for the people that do have dark days coming, I just want you to know it's going to be okay. Like you'll be fine. It's just, you just got to give it time. It doesn't happen overnight. And yeah, a big fix for me was actually psychedelics.
Really?
Mate, fucking
like mushroom?
Changed my life.
Mushrooms?
Really changed. I've done a San Pedro ceremony.
Oh, wow. Because I haven't done that, but someone close to me has recently and said they would get back to me on their experience. So,
mate,
changed
my life forever.
Wow.
Like changed my life forever.
This is the cactus, hey?
Yeah. So in the modern world, the way to be able to go fix yourself or go get help, which is great, is talk therapy. You go pay somebody, you tell them about your problems. Boom, boom, boom. Me being quite a reserved person, and anyone who's going through something at the time, it takes a while to get talking. And so I have done psychedelics and that in the past, recreationally or ceremonial. Yeah. And when I got so low, an opportunity come up to be a part of a shamanic experience with San Pedro, and I just thought, fuck it. Yep. I'm just going to throw myself in and deal with everything. Like, this is exactly what I need.
There's no better way than
mate, and
you don't get a choice once you're in.
And I've done 4 psilocybin ceremonies. Yep. And I've done 1 San Pedro, and every time I've come out, I said it's life changing, and people go, "Oh, how many times are you gonna have your life changed?" Yeah. Okay, someone can go to talk therapy every week for 6 years, and you'll always get a pat on the back. Oh, good on you. Yeah. But all of a sudden, you do something a little bit, off center, and it's like, it's like, mate, psychedelics, in my opinion, is the fastest way to deal with it, because you just it's boom.
Yeah,
fucking deal with that.
It is. I agree. Yeah. My experience with it is I've tried and tried and tried, and sometimes you don't listen, and we get in our own head.
Exactly.
We can't get out of our own way. Sometimes you're trying too hard.
Yeah,
like it. So, I feel like an experience like psychedelics forces you in fucking deep and makes you confront yourself in ways like you confront your own flaws and your own shortcomings in the past and the way you've let people down, but also the way other people have let you down and passed their traumas onto you, and have an understanding and a forgiveness for yourself and others. And it's a really incredible experience when you get through that at the end. Yeah. The key, and I think a lot of people don't take this part on, is the integration. Yeah. So what you learn, you need to integrate it back into that new way of life. You need to continue to reinforce those new patterns, those new behaviors, those new lessons, and not let the old traumas and the old patterns, rise back up, or at least acknowledge when they do and go, hey, remember, not doing that anymore. Yeah. You're not acting like that. There's not the emotional response you want to have anymore. And People often forget that. They're like, I had my mushrooms. They told me I was beaten as a kid, so now I feel like this because of this, and I know it.
Yeah,
Good, sorted.
sorted.
Cool.
It out,
And then
yeah.
the next day you go out and do the same patterns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then there's also another thing as well. I'm quite a bright guy. Like naturally, I'm pretty upbeat, and I like to give off the energy that you're meant to be feeling good in the day.
Yeah.
In saying that, those with the brightest smiles have the darkest days.
Oh, yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
And yeah, like at the depths of my darkness, I was still being bright, and then all of a sudden, like I would have one of those days where I'm ready to share. I'd say it all, and then people go, "Oh, you've spoken about it, so everything's all good."
Yeah.
And then it's like, "Oh, Jagga went and done a mushroom ceremony, San Pedro ceremony. He said it's changed everything. It's all good, bro. You still got to get up and do the work every day.
Every day, yeah.
Do you think it's just like changed me forever? No, you got to get up, and you go through the process every day. And what does that look like? Well, 9 times out of 10, it comes around being angry or being shut off. It's like what it helps you recognize is that an event happened. I've got a trigger. Boom, fuck you. And then it's like, nah. What was the trigger to actually set me off?
Yeah.
What was that event? In the long scheme of things, everything's sweet, mate.
Yeah.
All goods.
Yeah, it's an emotional response.
Yeah, and so you can. Yeah, that's the integration part.
Well, from a scientific point of view, and Dr. Stephen Bright explained this to us, if you want to take away the spiritual side of these hallucinogenic and psychedelic experiences that help us deal with these traumas, you can come at it from a scientific reasoning in the way that it shuts down and numbs the default mode network in your brain, which then it's like when you go skiing and there's those routes down the hill, is the way he explains it. The routes down the hill that have happened because everyone's been going down them, the same thing for the last 3 or 4 weeks, and they've got the same snow path. And that's your patterns, that's your behaviors that you've set and you've learned, and those traumas have shaped that experience and the way you're going to react. As soon as you get that fresh powder, that's what the mushroom experience is. It numbs that default mode network. It puts a fresh powder on and lets you rewrite
100%.
that new pathway down the hill. And if you do not continue to reinforce that new pathway, the old ones will rear up, they will shape because they've got strength, they've got structure that they've been reinforced for 30 years. Of course, you're going to fall back into the old pathway down that snow hill. So from a scientific point of view, that's the best way they explain it, is that it is just rewiring your brain. It is numbing down the default mode network in your brain that helps you with your habits, basically. That's the same way you drive to work and you don't think about it and you sort of zone out and you're like, how did I get here? That's how your default mode network works.
And from a personal experience with anything that I've done through psychedelics, people think, oh, mushrooms, it's sweet, or San Pedro, it's sweet. There is not, in my opinion, in the process of going through healing or in the process of trying to sort your stuff, it is the furthest from pretty. And every time that I explain myself and explain these experiences, everything that I'm attached with is how hard it was, because it's hard. And a lot of people don't do it because they're scared to face themselves, which is so fine. Like I'm not pushing my thing onto you. Like people have shit that's bottled so far down that they're getting through life just fine. They don't want to do that. Me, I don't know. I'm always just like, there's a problem, and I let a whole heap of them get together. And if I can't sort them out myself, and the things that I get up and show myself for every day, like I'll go do something like that to squish it all. But you got to think, like you just said, there's someone who will go through things for 30 years, and they've created a way of being able to deal with that. And then when they go do an experience, you've got 30 years of trauma.
Yeah.
Like ready to punch you in the face, and you are knocked out cold, like going,
and it is,
I've got to deal with this.
It is reinforced, hardwired into your head that this is me.
Yep.
This is how I operate. And
100%.
that is, it's brutal.
Mate, it is so brutal. And I get so attached to tell people how hard, because they go, oh, mate, that sounds terrible. Like this San Pedro experience, man.
Well,
I'll go, yeah.
Well, tell me. I want to know what.
I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I had no idea.
What's the, well, talk us, are you okay to talk us through
Of course.
Yeah, talk us through the experience, man.
Mate, I've done psilocybin ones, and when you rock up, it's really good. it's not about you just rock up and you do the medicine. You get there and there's a massive TP out on some indigenous land down south of Perth, and you're welcomed by everyone's there, and you don't got to say too many things to realise everyone's cut from a similar cloth, which is really cool. We're all dealing, we're all trying to figure it out, but no one's sitting around sad because those with the darkest thoughts have the brightest smiles. So we're all sitting around, everyone's happy, everyone's good, how are we,
A level of nervousness and excitement.
Oh my God,
sure.
yeah. But a level of like the highest level of support. We are all there together. It's like, you sort of drop in a conversation, shit, tonight's going to be pretty hectic. Yeah, it is. And then, there's, we talk about why we're here, what we're trying to get out of it. And it's surface level. Really surface level, because no one actually wants to talk why they're actually there to a bunch of strangers,
or they don't even know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And you get there, and the psilocybin ones I've done over the past couple of years. You go through a process of stretching and like opening yourself up, bit of talking, bit of like they just do these other activities and that. And then when you take the psilocybin, which is magic mushrooms essentially, but they lemon tech them and they do all these things to fuck with them to enhance it. Bro, I took 3 breaths. Gone.
Yeah.
So I thought that was going to be the same as the San Pedro, right? So that's what I've J'd myself up for.
Yeah.
Right, we get there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and he goes, it doesn't start till 8 o'clock tonight.
Yeah.
Not allowed to eat, not allowed to drink, because you have to go through a whole protocol. A week out, they send you these things.
Yeah.
Don't eat this, eat that, to make sure you drink in, stay away from like all these. It's really good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I did that with me, and again, different psilocybin one, but I did that, no coffee, no alcohol, eating clean, all that sort of stuff in the week leading up, so you have less
things fucking with you.
Noise and cool.
So I get there, and there's the guy who's facilitating it is his second language is English. Like he's from Colombia.
Okay.
He's from the mountains. He lives in Byron Bay now, but he hasn't lived in Australia a whole heap.
Yeah.
And he sits there.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
And he's just talking about us, what we're going to be experiencing that night, blah, blah, blah. And, it's similar to set up to approaching the psilocybin stuff where you're chatting and stretching and, getting ourselves open and that. And then, he says that it's going to go from 8 o'clock that night till 6 o'clock the next morning.
Oh, you're in.
You're in.
You're in.
You're not allowed to sleep. You're not allowed to eat. You're not allowed to drink. So I'm like, holy fuck. Also to mention, every time I've done psilocybin, you drink it, happy days. It's a bit sour and that.
Yeah.
This guy's sitting us down, right? And he builds a fire and he's got his poncho on, and it's very, very like that it was super culty. Not gonna lie, it's super culty. Like that's the vibe of it anyway.
Yeah.
And
it's like we're drinking the Kool-Aid. Are we doing a pack? Yeah.
And so he's got this powder. I'm like, anyways. Puts the powder in my mouth, and it was this gritty, sweet but sour like.
Oh, so it's not even a drink.
And so I've got these 2 guys next to me that I'll be forever grateful for them. The bro on my left, he was a higher level NRL player, played state for, and just a guy that he's seen some shit and he doesn't got to tell you.
Yep.
But he stood up staunch the whole night, man, like fucking 8 hours. Like, can you imagine sitting up like that for 8 hours?
Yeah.
Back's fucked, mate.
Yeah.
And he would look at me and go, sit hard, bro. I'm going, okay, fucking no worries. And then,
yes, sir.
Yeah. And so and you're chewing this stuff, and then he looks at me and he's going, do we swallow it, bro? I'm going, fuck yeah, I guess so. So he's swallowing it, and then all of a sudden, so I thought I'm going to start tripping.
Yeah.
You don't.
Okay.
San Pedro is a heart medicine. So then everyone all of a sudden starts doing this. It's
okay.
like, oh, fuck, I can feel it now. Like, it sits with you, man, for a long time.
No. Cool.
You can feel, and it's all I can explain to it. It's like you've got your chest split open, no pain, and it's like there's a UV light pumping hard onto your, love and life onto your heart. Oh. It's just like this really fucking, vibe, and you can feel everyone. Everyone's in this massive teepee. We're all sitting on the floor.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
And he's doing rounds, bro. He's doing rounds. And then I went, because you're sitting there and you're going,
yeah.
And you're like almost vomiting because it's, and then after each round of, the powder, on the first time he goes, oh, do you want a drink? And I'm going, thank fuck, some water to wash it down. It was the same shit, but I'm like, oh, fucking hell, man, he didn't tell me.
Oh, fuck.
So I'm sitting there and it's just like, and then, mate, the thing was so beautifully orchestrated because what he does is he tells you why we're taking the medicine. He tells you why you're here, remind you. And it's all about being a better person, being connected to something higher than yourself, you know. And he gives off these great examples. So he lives in Colombia.
Yeah.
A massive reason why he didn't want us to drink water is because he's sitting there telling us stories about how his father used to take days to go up into the mountains of Colombia to grab water to come back. And that, you know, they were so grateful for him. When you got to sit there and pray to a bucket of water for an hour, bro.
Yeah.
It changes your life, man. Like,
Yeah. So you're praying for water.
and not this,
Yeah.
but like just he's passing the bucket around and you've got this gritty shit in your mouth and you've got this sour taste and you've been sitting upright for a couple of hours. It's midnight and he's passing the bucket around and just say thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. You know, like, thank you.
Yep.
And
like almost a gratitude for
oh, mate, it's 100% gratitude.
like the water's a living
yeah, like
thing.
thank you, you know. And there's other things that he tells you about and he orchestrates it. And then it gets to 6 o'clock in the morning. Goes, everyone strip off. We're going into a sweat lodge. Have you ever heard of a sweat lodge before?
No.
I've done one before and it was by far the most confronting thing I've ever done in my life.
Okay.
If I can set a scene here, think about something that's about chest height on a normal male, right? And it's not too big. Like, think about like a fucking, what could I use an example? It's like this dome.
Okay.
Right, but it's only about chest height. And it wouldn't be too far in circumference, you know. Like, let's
What's
say
it made out of?
it's like a teepee.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's called an inipi for the people that are, and you know, for the proper term of it.
Yeah.
A sweat lodge is, you know, formed around being able to go into to this hot space, and they say it's a medicine because you're sweating out everything.
Yeah.
Right. To give an example of what it's like, you've got 20 people sitting in this little hut that's about chest high and it's about 5 meters in diameter. So you're shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
Right? Whilst we were in the TP doing the San Pedro, he had 52 volcanic rocks over the night burning in a fire that we had ceremonially built before we went in.
Yeah.
We've stripped off to nothing at 6 o'clock in the morning, tripping out all night,
Yeah.
figuring out your shit,
Yeah.
opened up, man. You are like thinking about everything. Like I'm thinking about Cooper, my stepson. I'm thinking about Courtney. I'm thinking about my parents. I'm just so like, I'm thinking for my foster parents, everything.
Yeah.
Then you got to go get in this little fucking hut. When you get into this hut, you're sitting in the dirt and gravel in this little dome that you can't see a hand in front of your face because it's dark, it's blacked out in there. So he brings all the rocks in, shoulder to shoulder, nothing on but your jocks, and then he's and he's tipping water onto it. Gets to about 90 degrees in there, man. We're in there for 2.5 hours. That is fucking hard. One bloke got out, he couldn't do it with himself. Like that's hard, mate.
2.5 like
2.5 hours of suffocating, shoulder to shoulder shit, and he's sitting there and he's telling you to scream what you want to let go of. Like, so you're exerting yourself. People are fucking bawling their eyes out.
Yeah.
Because every half an hour he would open up the door. The door's about this big.
Yeah.
Because you've got to crawl your way in.
So about
It's
a
not,
foot.
you don't walk your way in.
Yeah.
You've got to crawl in.
Yeah.
And so he opens up the door, and because it's starting to become a little bit day, you can look at everyone. Bro, the women in that thing were just next level, man. They just sat up so proud the whole time. Every time the door would open, they're just sitting up like that.
Yeah.
So 2.5 hours, fuck, and everyone's like, when the door would open, everyone's looking at each other like, we're dealing with this here.
Yeah.
Close the door, psh, more rocks, psh, and it's just getting so hot. You think you could sit in a sauna? It's got fucking nothing on the sweat lodge, I'm telling you, because you're not allowed out. If you want to get out, it's fine. It's up to you. Then no one's gonna hold anything against you, but you're not allowed back in. So I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. My past doesn't define me. You know, I accept love. I accept this life. I don't have to go through hard things in order to accept good things. I don't have to go through hard things in order to accept love or accept success. And you know, I all my life it's had to be hard. You know, I like foster care, living arrangements. You know, my chosen sport, which I put myself into, but it's all I knew.
Yeah.
And when I come out of the TP that night, you know, I crawled my way out. I'm covered head to toe in shit.
Yeah.
I've been crying for 2.5 hours because you're in the sand. You know, when you're getting sweaty and you're sort of like in the fucking rubber, and you're sitting around, and I looked up into the sky and I was just like, fuck, I just feel like I can even feel it now, man. Like I just feel such a weight lifted off my shoulders of, nothing defies me of who I am. What defies me is how I wake up every day. And it's so fucking important to wake up and smell the roses. And if you are not happy in your situation, don't live with it, And it can be something as simple as your job. If you don't like your job, set up a plan to get a new one. If you don't like your sport, find a different avenue. If you don't like your relationship, talk through it. It helped me become such a better communicator with myself and those around me, to be able to see perception in different ways, put myself in other people's shoes.
What did you asking questions?
Oh, mate, yeah. Be curious, like really be curious, like
why am I feeling like this?
Why am I feeling like this? And if like this, like my missus, for an example, Courtney, she lives a great life, and I love her every day because she's curious as well. Yeah. And
you both always have a smile. Every time I see Courts, every time I see you, both happy as Larry. And you made a point before. The brightest smiles have the darkest days sometimes. And I feel so fucking proud though of who I am. That's great.
Yeah, and it's taken me a long time, Like I feel so fucking proud, man. Like, and I am not perfect every day, and I still have my days where I punish myself if I'm not productive, or I punish myself. Like, I'm only human. Yeah. But fuck, I'm having a go, bro. Like, I really am. Like, even with something as simple as training, physical activity is the fucking easiest way to get the most positive endorphins. I didn't train to become aesthetically or athletically pleasing. Never. I trained because it was good for my mental health. And the byproduct of that, I become fucking pretty athletic. I run a national title. I got to travel around the world. I got to travel around the country, all because I wanted to look after my mental health and put myself in a good space every day. When I left that, I had a building block of what I needed to do to do what got me there. What got me there was consistently in showing up, getting flogged every day, and recognizing that you have to be shit in order to be better, and you have to put yourself around absolute animals in order to be better. If you're the best in the room, put yourself in where you would you're sitting in the middle, because that's me with life now. If I want to be better at fitness, business, family, whatever else, I'm always asking, how do you do your life?
Yeah, that's good.
How do you do this? How do you do that? Like, I'm
asking questions.
I'm not proud. I'm not people are too proud to learn more. Mate, I will always be willing to ask, how can you do something better than me? And it doesn't matter if it's about, the best fucking holiday to take my family on, or what's the best way to run a business, or what's a better way that I can get my clients online better results, and all that. Put yourself in a place where you can continuously be better. And I know.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being not the best.
Fuck no.
Not understanding things.
Fuck no.
Here's an example. This is the stupidest fucking example. This is the most embarrassing fucking idiot thought I've ever had. But this is where, and Grace is like, why did you think that? But anyway, so we're traveling through Europe, and we hire a car. I'm driving on the other side of the road. And the only thing that is giving me anxiety about it is not whether I can drive on the other side of the road, is asking people, what are the rules? What can I do and what I can't do? Yeah. Why the fuck would I know? Yeah. Why would that be embarrassing to ask someone? Yeah. I said to Grace, what do I do if I have to get petrol? Like, where do I go? How do I do it? And she's like, why wouldn't you just ask someone you don't know? Like, is that I'm perceiving it as like not this cool thing to not know because you're not a seasoned traveler who's fucking ask.
Yeah, 100%, man.
And that's one example. Yeah. But there's millions of other examples you can use in any different scenario where if you don't know, ask. And I'm finding it in the pod. If someone says something and they're like, do you know this? And instead of me just going, yeah, and just carrying on, I'm like, nah, tell me.
Yeah, great. Love.
Explain. Because I don't know everything, nor should you. Yeah. And I think, and even when you do think you know something about something, well, maybe you can be told otherwise if you ask questions.
Yeah, 100%.
So, it just, that seems to be the biggest takeaway in a lot of things. Just ask questions constantly.
Yeah, I guess, like, I don't know, my mind's really traveling towards mental health at the moment because the other day was Are You OK Day?
Yeah.
A Stitch in Time, Greg Hire.
I love
Man,
Greg.
love Greg.
Yeah, he's good, man.
The brother rings me up on Tuesday and goes, Monday, and goes, hey, mate, do you want to, this last Monday, he goes, hey, do you want to do a speaking gig on Are You OK Day? I went, yeah, fuck, that sounds great. I had no idea when Are You OK Day is. Tuesday, he goes, are you good to still do that on Thursday?
Greg.
Greg. I went, yeah, all right, no worries. Wednesday, I shoot him a message. I go, mate, what's this gig tomorrow? He goes, mate, you'll be in a room with about 30 people.
Mm-hmm.
There'll be a screen behind you. You have a static. You'll be able to have things to read off.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday morning,
Mm-hmm.
I ring up Sterling, operations manager, and I go, hey, this gig today,
Yeah.
have you got a call I can plug my computer into? She goes, oh, no, you won't have any slides.
Oh.
I went, oh, okay. So how do I explain it to the 30 people? She goes, there's about 200.
Oh, no. Greg. He's trying to help people with their mental health. He's giving you the most anxiety he could. Is that the genius in it?
Do you know what as well? I was
Yeah.
so thankful for it because I was like, mate, you've stitched me up here, but fucking let's do it.
Yeah, cool. That's awesome, man.
It was liberating, and I forgot everything I was going to say when I got up there and they put the mic in my hand.
Yeah.
But I decided to go really deep because it was just that day in particular.
Cool.
I, touching back on my past, growing up and just living in housing commission and things like that, there is not one part of that I wish I could have done different. I'm so fucking thankful for my upbringing because I've seen the worst of people. I've seen the best of people turn themselves into the worst. I've seen the end goal of, choosing an erratic lifestyle through drugs and crime and all that. And I feel so disconnected to that now. Like I really do. But in saying that, when you grow up and around that and, and falling into foster care because, my parents done their thing and,
Yeah.
like it was challenging, and I didn't know what tomorrow looked like ever. I really didn't. And in saying that, you can tell growing up, people who are cut from a similar cloth than you, like you don't even need to dive into much. I had a friend of mine that I boxed with. We'd done many rounds together. We actually fought in our teenage years. And it was just something about him like that. We just really connected growing up, and I knew that we were same. I just knew. Yeah. And we lost contact over the years. And I was 3 days into a swing. I'd gone FIFO for a couple of casual swings for get renovations and that going anyways. So, and I was 3 days into a FIFO swing. I was up there for 21 days, and anyone that works away, is hard enough, as people know. And I had an old boxing coach ring me up and say, hey, mate, I just thought I'd let you know that Reese had OD'd. They'd found him, passed away. And it fucked with me, like really fucked with me because I then asked questions. I was like, hey, mate, fucking hell, like, what happened? Is his mum still around? Can I chat to his parents? I'd just love to just be a place of conversation if they're willing to just need somewhere to grieve, or whatever. I don't. That's just where my head went. I just wanted to help. Yeah. And he said, mate, he never knew his mum or dad. They both abandoned him. They chose a different life and rah rah. And in that moment, I fucking knew we were connected. I really affirmed where we were. And his story is so much sadder than mine. And to see who he was growing up, and I sat there and I said a prayer for him. I'm not even religious, but I just sat there and I felt so fucking sad for him, for how alone he felt in these last few hours. Yeah, it really fucked with me. And when I'd found that out, let me get my thoughts together. Yeah, when I'd found that out, I'd realised and I'd sat there that me and Reese growing up were one, and there was an A and B path we could have chose. We could have chose the route that he chose, 25 years of age and overdosed, and the life that and everyone has a choice. In saying that, when I was talking to the coach and that, and I was like, fucking hell, bro, and he goes, mate, I tried everything for Reese, and I believe when he says that. to just look at the end goal of things and to see what we both could have done. Yeah, I am proud of that. And even being on this pod now, I'm proud that I can say for anyone who's listening that, yeah, like you do have a choice. And there's also people out there that don't know the choices that they can make. In the world going so divided, in the world like with social media, and we naturally like, oh, do you want to go catch up with a mate? Nah, I messaged him today. Like, do you want to go out for dinner? Nah, let's just get Uber Eats. Like, it's so easy to do fuck all. You want to go to the movies? No, we'll just watch Netflix. Like, I just feel like there's a very isolated world now. And naturally, I feel like humans are pack animals, and the more and more we isolate ourselves, the more and more we feel alone. And yeah, it's so easy just turn to bad shit. So yeah, I just think there's a really good message out there for anyone that you feel like is killing themselves at the moment and destroying themselves, to let them know that you're there for as long as you can. And you don't need to preach. Just say how you're going. There's a good chance for someone who's somewhat self-destructive mode, they're not going to want to listen to you, put your fucking heat onto them. But just to let them know that you're there, I think it's really cool. And another domino effect of what happened to that, another guy I haven't spoken to in years, he was putting up some really darkish social media posts. We speak nearly every day now. I just said, hey, Mary, what's been happening to us? Let me give you a ring. Let's chat on the phone for an hour.
That's great, man.
Ex-athlete. Doesn't know what he's doing with himself after sport. Self-destructive mode. And I just said to him, I said, mate, and I just let him chat. When someone's opened themselves up to you, there's two ways you should go about it. Number one, you should say, hey, mate, I'm going through a similar thing with you at the moment. Your situation and my situation are different depending on how we take on the situation. But I can give you some pointers to see if that's where you want to go. Or you can say, mate, if you're not ready for me to sit here and have a chat with you and you just want to vent, please just let me know. Because to sit there and have someone open up to you and then you're just trying to give them a solution for something that they can't see yet, just sends them further down. But if you can just give them that space and go, you just vent, and I'm just happy, bro. I've got all the time
or wrong
in the world.
doesn't matter.
I've got all the time in the world. Let's go. And mate, every morning now we're just sending each other tunes.
That's good.
Are you getting up and getting the day or what? Like, and yeah, I
connect, man.
Mate, it's so important, and people need to feel like they're a part of something. If it's a conversation, fucking music, something stupid like having a similar view, but you don't know if you don't ask questions. Very important, So,
and on Are You OK Day, obviously, I think that was the same day Charlie Kirk died, so it was a big.
I think it was the day before.
Day before.
No, it was a day.
Day off.
Yeah, because it really.
So it was
fucked with my
like
talk.
it really probably took away a lot from that day, and I was conscious of that day. And it got about halfway through the day and I realised I hadn't asked anyone how they were going. And you should do that anyway, I think. People who you may be concerned about sometimes, or even people you're not concerned about, just ask them how they're going. Ask questions. But one of your mates who we disagree on a lot and have had some big debates. We are very different sides of the spectrum when it comes to our thoughts on things. And I messaged something just random, like sad day in division or something like that. And I asked him how he's going, because I know he's going through a divorce and, kids and stuff. And I've been through it, man. It's difficult times. And I just said, how you going, man? Because I've been there, understand what it's like. So anything you need, just ask, yell out. And he's like, yeah, you know what it's like, man. There's been some fucking big lows, but getting through it. And I just said, well, man, like let's just catch up for a beer. We'll go for a beer and we'll catch up. And he's very keen. He's away at the moment. He comes back in a week or two from work, and we're going to catch up. And what I liked about that is that two people who completely disagree on everything can be there for each other. And I didn't offer him any advice except for the fact that everyone around him will be there for him at the drop of a hat if he asks, if he ever needs it. And it's the only thing I regret not doing, is not reaching out to people when I really did need it. because you feel like you're putting your burdens onto other people who have no problems. They all have their own problems, but they're going to
100%.
fucking be there at the drop of a hat. 100%. If you
100%.
ask them to be there, or you just want to chat, or you want to vent, they're going to be there. And it felt, I don't think I've told anyone. I don't even think I told my partner. I was just like, this is something I've had with a mate who we disagree on everything, but we're going to still go and have a beer.
So
and
good.
just catch up on one thing that we can be together for and just support each other.
So good, man.
And it just comes from asking a question.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah.
Are you going okay? And maybe I needed the reminder of Are You Okay Day to do that.
It's
But-
exactly that though.
Yeah.
Like to dwindle back on me going to do that talk, which we went on a side tangent with. But to circle it in, I talked about my situation, Reese's situation. If someone asked him more questions, he may have been able to come out, and come out of the depth that he was in and la 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 la. And you're saying it to 200 blokes sitting in high-vis who are staunch and fucking I'm all good and on the surface it's fine. You got to show up. You don't got to go into the depth of everything all the time. Like I'm not saying that, but all I'm saying is that especially in a workplace, people feel like you just go to work and you fucking go home and you still want to feel like you're a part of something.
Yeah.
And you could have the shittest day at work, but if the work blokes around you are giving good vibes, it's easier to go to work. So
Yeah.
I tried to say that in the chat. I'm like, Are You Okay Day isn't that you don't got to ask Are You okay today. It's just a reminder of you should be checking in on your mates a little bit more. It's important, And if you haven't spoken to someone in a long time, Courtney used to get frustrated with me. I used to sit out the back on a Sunday and spend like 2 hours on the phone catching up with all my mates, like just ringing them because I'm from Sydney.
Yeah.
And I'd just be ringing them one after another, and I went, fuck, this is too long. So now I do it in cars. Like every car trip, I usually try and call a friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that was the message. Like it doesn't have to be deep. People aren't willing to go deep all the time.
Yeah.
But to just go, is everything all good? Work's good.
Yeah.
Yes, work's good. Sweet. I usually go into like someone goes, oh man, I've been heaps busy. I go, that's boring as fuck to talk about.
Yeah.
Give me something, bro.
Yeah.
Like give me a little bit of depth. And Greg, in all of his genius, he says arcs twice.
Yeah.
And that's a good one.
Yeah.
Because I had someone say it to me. I'm like, oh, mate, just been flat out lately. And he goes, I don't care about that. I want to know how you're doing. How's the journey? What's happening? I went, fuck, mate, you're a legend. Because it is boring as fuck to talk about. Let's yarn.
Yeah. That's hard yarn.
That's hard yarn. And
Yeah.
I think, I just think there's a cool message in that.
Yeah.
And like,
Greg's a good man.
Greg's a great man. I love working for. I don't even feel like I work for the guy. I work with him.
Yeah.
I feel so privileged that he's got a very small team.
Yeah.
And he's chose me to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And I just think, fuck, that's so cool. And a part of the things that I go do is that we go away. I just went to the wheat belt.
Yep.
And I get up there and I'm talking about boxing and talking about physical activity and how good it is and whatever else. And as we get older in life, the things that we learn as a kid and what makes us whole, you lose it. But you don't got to. It's okay still to be a little kid. Like when I keep always reverting it back to physical activity. It's because it's what I do.
Well, that's you. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I feel so good after a session. Like what's wrong with having a little bit of time aside for the day and prioritizing that?
Yeah.
Because like going back to phones and screens and stuff, we take work with us everywhere.
Oh man.
You never have the laptop down. Right. It's up to you to go. And when I get to a brain fog, I'm a massive believer in that you can't think your way out of things all the time. You got to move. First, get some endorphins flying.
How frustrating is that?
Yeah.
You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
I've got to do this. Yeah.
It's easy for me because I just look at Desmond. He's always keen for a walk. So we just go walking, and whether if it's a walk or a training session or something like that, I always become 100 times more productive.
Yeah.
Like if I'm making some content, I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking going nowhere.
Yeah.
I'll just go train, go for a walk, get outside.
Yeah.
And then whilst I'm on it, I'll just tell myself, don't think about it for 5, and then bang. Got the idea.
Yeah.
Let's get back. I've got it now. So,
Mate, I'm loving training at the moment. Like,
what are you doing?
just I don't know. I'm just keeping fit. And I said this the other day in the pod. Someone asked me, "What are you training for?" Because you're like, I'm training more than I've ever trained in my life.
Nice.
And they're like, "You're looking fit." And I'm,
You are looking fit.
I am.
Look
I
at the
feel
pipes on you.
Yeah, well, I did bicep curls for once.
I remember when we trained once, I made you do curls, and you're like, I fucking hate this.
I don't do them. Like, so when you add them in, but no, I'm training. And they said, "What are you training for?" I'm just, mate, life.
Nice.
We're just trying to feel good.
Amen, brother.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I'm lucky now. I got a lot of time to train. But fuck, if you got 1 day a week, just do it. Go do something, like go for a run, go for a walk.
Yes.
I think there's so much value in it. Just for how you feel. Like it is great.
Think about like you're just saying, right? Like you feel great, you look great, but you do it for your mental health first. You get things flying, and the byproduct of that, you lose some weight, you get shredded a little bit. Like,
Well, that's great as well. Yeah.
yeah,
But-
it's good, but being just like doing something different from working. Like everyone's so busy. So
So
busy.
it's a battle for me at the moment,
Yeah.
and my partner's noticing it and she's pointing it out.
Well, how
And
busy you are, or
no,
training?
how much I don't have a lot to do anymore,
Yeah.
and I struggle with nothing. I do
Fuck, you're
battle,
the same as me, man.
yeah, battle with it, and
Yeah.
been good at it lately,
Good.
a bit better. But even the other day, it was a pissing down miserable day on Sunday. We weren't going to do anything. We had a big day the day before, did lots, and we're like, we're having a fucking movie day, and I still had to do a little workout in the lounge room. We got our kettlebells out and we did that. And I got, right now I feel like we can just chill. I fucking slept in the middle of the day for like 2 hours watching a movie that I've seen before.
That's ludicrous.
For me, that is.
No, I'm the same, man. Don't
And so
worry.
like I'm working on it and it's been nice. I still fill my time sometimes.
Yeah.
And then another thing is screen time. I'm guilty of bad with it. And it takes away the connection. And I purposefully did it on the Charlie Kirk death day because the algorithm was fucking disgraceful that day. So I put my phone away for at least half to 3/4 of the day. On a day where content could be considered to be, right, I'm going to catch a trend here.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm not fucking doing it.
Good.
I was checking my Whoop.
Yeah.
I was still looking on my
Yeah.
phone. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm at a coffee shop. There's 3 or 4 people around that you sort of see every day that you never chat with, that you give them a nod and smile at. I put my phone down, and one of the guys who had been sitting there for the last fucking 4 years at the same coffee shop, who I've never spoken to, I said g'day. And I just brought up the weather. I was like, how good? Bit of sun today.
Yeah,
Finally.
nice.
This is nice.
Yeah, good.
And that snowballed into a whole conversation into basically what I talk about in the podcast. And we had the same life views. And
Sick.
you're like, I could have been having these fucking conversations with this one
It
guy.
doesn't matter though. You already done it.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, it's good.
I but it's because I put the phone down.
Yeah.
And so we're not having this connection in front of us because we have this false connection in this screen. And I'm guilty of it. And I'm trying my best. And I will continue to work to get my screen time down. Understand I work on the phone. Content is my life.
Yeah.
It's my job. And I have to battle with that to a point. But getting stuck into scrolling, letting it take me away from my family, from my loved ones, my friends, I'm very conscious of it now. And I'm going to fall back into old patterns, but I'll ask people to remind me.
But there's also, like, I am very conscious of that as well. And I've done a couple of things. So once, when I announced my retirement of boxing, so I sort of went, like, over the beginning.
We'll come back to that because I want to talk.
So I sort of
why.
like dove in, dove out.
Yeah.
And then when I sort of decided I was going to do it, I sort of said to myself, I'm clearing all of the noise to make this final decision. So I went over to New South Wales, and in combination with that, I deleted social media completely off everything, and I did not look at a social media platform for 30 days.
Oh, I remember you saying
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
And
cool.
like I went to New South Wales, and
What was that like?
I was with my family, bro. Like, I can't even tell you how revived I felt. Like, because you got to remember, if a screen's a poker machine. You know, and you're consistently going, yeah, sick.
Yes.
And you
I
just
say
pump,
that as I get my phone out, but I got a quote I want to say.
yeah,
here,
and you're pumping yourself full of, and then all of a sudden you've got no life left for the real world.
Yeah.
And then you're angry, you're agitated, you're edgy. Also, because there's a little thing in the back of your mind going, I've just done nothing but scroll for like an hour where
Yes.
there's 100 other things I could be doing. And then you're angry about that as well. And now when I got back social media, I don't have it on my phone at all. And I don't have it in my suggested. So
Yeah.
even when I scroll down, like I still got to type it. And I've put barriers in place for myself. 'Cause sometimes I'll delete it, get it back. And I treat it like work. Like Courtney says to me, if social media is your job, treat it like work. So
Yeah,
like,
put a boundary in.
yeah, 100%. It has to be. It's the only way. So I look at it as like my job now. Like I'm on it for X amount of time. You know, I'm in the DMs. I'm replying,
Yep.
making content, blah blah blah. done. See you later.
I think I'm the same. Maybe I got to put in things because I know the best time to post is at whatever time, and that's when my followers are on, and blah blah blah, whatever. And so that bleeds into home time.
Yep.
So I think maybe it's not going to help my algorithm. I just don't care anymore.
Have you done
I think the beast is taking care of itself.
Yeah, but do you have a schedule?
No, because
Mate.
sometimes I do.
Yeah, but so let's say
yeah.
you've got a clip and you go, oh, my followers on at 3:00. But I've done this clip at 12.
Yeah.
I'll schedule it for 3.
Yeah.
Like if you get it done that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, schedule that over.
You can't schedule it on Instagram anymore. You have to go Meta Business Suite, and it's not as
you can.
On Instagram?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'll show you after.
Okay, cool.
Read this quote though.
I can't quite find it. I found one that was basically when you're okay. So it's similar. It's when the world divides, breathe into your heart space and let love choose your response. So that's similar. It's not the same one I was looking for. There's another one. I can't find it. I'm not gonna waste my time scrolling. It is like when everything's going on in your head, the noise, even if it's not the world divided, if it's you divided. Between a choice.
Yeah, divided through the screen and the real world or something like that. However you want to look at it. Yeah.
Whatever the divide is, the noise, the people's opinions, your ego, your drive, your urges, your purpose, whatever.
Yeah.
If you go back within and let love choose for you, you're always going to win.
Yeah.
And that I don't know what that is for you, and that's why I'm interested. Why did you stop? Why did you stop boxing? Do you know?
It's just funny where your mind drifts off to. So like when I was boxing, everything was about the goal, training, performance, and I was pretty hardwired into it. Like, yeah, it was my life. I was happy to do it. I felt, this is where I want to be. And then I'd won the national title in November. Family was there, foster parents were there.
Yeah.
Great occasion. Had to overcome something in the fight. Like, almost got chinned hard. Brother. I sort of got hit. I was like, oh, the stars, the lights in the ceiling look good. And it's like, fuck, where am I? And it was just, mate, it was so good. If you could bottle up that feeling, like when I'd won it.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know what I said, who I spoke to, where I was for an hour after.
Yeah.
I was just like, fuck. I actually rang Courtney's mum and dad.
Oh, really?
I rung them and I was just like, thank you so much for everything and allowing me to do this fucking crazy endeavor, and thank you for allowing your daughter to love me. And
that mate. See, and
Mate,
this is it. Like love is
mate,
and connection and appreciation and gratitude.
People say, I'm great for taking on Cooper, Courtney's son. Mate, they both took on boxing. It's way worse.
Yeah.
Cooper's fucking a legend, mate.
Cooper.
He's a legend, and Courtney's a legend, and they Courtney become my nutritionist, my psychologist. She dove into everything for me to get this goal. And when I won the national title, I was out of the ring for fucking 2 or 3 hours, and then I had the Australian head coach come up to me, great guy, and he goes, "Oh, the weight classes are changing next year. You might need to fight for your spot again." Man, fucking let me have it for an hour, bro.
Yeah.
And 2 weeks prior to the national title, I got heavily concussed, and then 7 days out again. So the biggest fight of your life, everything comes to this moment. 15 years on and off, and then I didn't tell anybody I was concussed, but I sat in a dark room for 2 days. I was fucked, mate. Yeah. And I wouldn't tell anybody because I knew the team around me would pull me out, safety first, and then it happened to me again the next week. People around me who did know were like, you had migraines. I said, 1 + 1 = 2, brother.
Yeah.
I didn't have a fucking headache before sparring today.
Yeah.
I got chinned hard, equal how I'm feeling. Like I never got headaches or migraines or anything like that. And mate, I was spewing. I was like, I don't remember driving home. Yeah. And then I had to overcome that. 2 weeks out, 7 days out.
And then continuing on to do this for years.
Yeah, well, but like a 3-day tournament, you're cutting weight.
Yeah.
You like it's the process. And I love that shit. Like I really do love, like I was saying before, the only way that I've ever felt success is through pain. And I feel like we all got to go through pain. And I loved going through pain because I was like, no one has fucking put in the sacrifice like I have.
Yeah.
We all say that.
Yeah.
But I believed it. I'd won. They said I got to fight for my new spot. My head wasn't feeling right, and I got this what people dream of. You're going to Dominican Republic, you're going to Argentina, and you're a part of the Australian team, mate. This is it. I went, fuck yeah, this is sick. And I don't know, I sort of got home and I was looking at my missus and I was looking at Coop, and we just booked Bali, and we had some really cool family endeavours to do. And then the Boxing Australia guys were reaching out and really keen to talk about the next trips. And I was like, I was saying to Courtney, we might need to put Bali off, or we might need to put this off. And I was going, fuck, this is shit. And she deserved it. She deserved a family holiday. She deserved me being home, and she deserved me being normal. And that's what I decided to go with. I decided to live a life of love, man.
I don't think anyone could blame you for that decision, man.
Nah. And mate, people say, "Oh, you're so young." I'm like, yeah. What do you think? It's all just going to go away tomorrow?
Yeah.
Whatever I decide to do, I'm still I will find something to compete in again.
Yeah.
Just something that's not so demanding. Something that doesn't require fucking
endanger your future conscious.
Yeah,
experience.
And I've already accepted, mate. There's.
Yeah.
I've already accepted that I'll probably I'm already somewhat forgetful. I don't. It's nothing alarming, that's for sure. I've definitely got my wits about me, but I've accepted that something will happen at one point in my life.
Well,
so I've been doing it since I was 9,
things
10.
Where and maybe I'll introduce you to Lara Schultz, who's she's here this week actually. Does brain mapping and
cool
neurotherapy, and
that'd be
they
sick.
put rhythms into your brain that help pause dementia and Alzheimer's.
Wow.
And other things, help with symptoms of ADHD and autism and all of these things. So I'll put you in touch with her because we brain mapped we did my brain mapping, and I had concussion issues. Or, what is it? TB? What are they?
CTE.
CTE. Yeah. There was issues there that she could see in my brain that were very mild, but still there and worth a protocol.
Fuck, I'd like to.
So I'll get you in touch with her. But it's just no one can blame you for those decisions. I think you look at someone like Scotty Scheffler and the way he's talking about the golf. Have you seen him do his speech about that?
Nah.
So you know who Scotty Scheffler is?
Unfortunately, no.
So he's the world #1 golf player.
Oh, cool.
So best golf player on the planet, wins another title. And he went on a bit of a rant about it. And some people didn't like it, but I think most people really, really loved it. Because he spoke about he's blessed and has so much gratitude for the fact that he gets to be the #1 in the world, winning titles, doing what he loves for a job. There's no denying how much he loves what he does. But the moment that gets in the way of him being a good father and husband and friend, it's done. That's not his priority anymore. He understands that he is privileged to be in that position of #1 golfer on the planet, flying from country to country, playing on the most beautiful courses. But at the end of the day, winning that tournament extends to about 15 minutes of happiness.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's like, what are we having for dinner? How can I help with the kids?
Yeah.
And I fucking loved it because the enormity of his achievements wasn't lost on him, but he understood that it meant nothing as well without the connection of his love and his family and his wife and friends.
It's the most important thing, man.
Yeah.
And for someone like myself who grew up in an unstable home and didn't really know what love was like, very surface level stuff, thankful for my foster parents to show me what that looks like, but never felt it, And Courtney's really showed me that. She's really made me a better person to accept love, be a part of love, and it's just be a part of a happy family, man. And I just think it's so special, And I'd went into self-destruct mode when retiring and almost fucked it all up. You know? And
because you respond emotionally when you're in those dark, from sadness, from anger, from resentment, anything, jealousy, all of it comes out. The worst in you comes out in those moments.
For sure. And I'd felt all of it.
Yeah.
And there's no need.
No.
And like I was saying, in the long scheme of things, there's a lot of people who be going, mate, fuck, you got it sorted. And it's like, yeah, I know, but I just couldn't figure that out yet. You know, my brain just was letting me down, you know. So, I like, Courtney did not give up on me, man. Like, and she was so for me, like, going to do the San Pedro, going to see my foster, like, go spend time over East Coast, and really just was like, whatever you got to do to get better, to come home better to us, that's fine. And with Coop, mate, we are fucking flying now, man. Like, not that we never weren't before, but we just got it sorted, you know. Like, we have, you know, man-to-man conversations that, you know, things that he can't say to his mum, or things he doesn't want to say to his mum, and he helps me slow down time. So, like I was mentioning before about having the laptop open all the time and always doing this and always doing that. I always try and make an effort, like when he gets home from school, to like, how's school? What are you up to? Like, give him some time to let him know that he's being heard, and not someone's always fixed to the laptop. Because even like with exercise and stuff, like the way that I didn't want him seeing what exercise had to be was something so extreme. Like, I don't want him to look at exercise and go, fucking hell, well, you got to become an Australian to exercise, you got to deem to become the Australian champion. And I think that I'm able to show him what hard work is. But also, like, you don't have to be so extreme. Same as work. Be productive, be motivated, be willing to learn, educate yourself more, prioritize success in a way, but also, like, when there's something and there's family there, like, I make it so obvious that I'm like, boom, what's been going on, little man? And he helps me slow down time. That's great. Yeah, because mate, work's so fast, isn't it? You know, it's like, fucking, I've done nothing today.
Rush. I've got to get this out. My opinion matters most, and I've got to get this done for this client or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
And no, it doesn't matter, man.
No, it doesn't matter.
And I'm quickly realizing that.
Yeah,
it's like I'll sit here and go, okay, this episode, I want it out, I want it done, and I want it done before I get home from work. And if it doesn't get done, fuck, it has to push into that home time. I need personally, and this is, anyone can draw a parallel from it, I need to personally go, what does it matter if it goes out tomorrow morning? Finish it tomorrow morning. Put it out a clip when it's not the most viral time to post and clip and whatever. Who cares? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah. It's cool, though, to be addicted to something that you love doing, like me and fitness. I fucking love it. Like, I love, like, health and fitness. Like, it is my jam. Like, I've lived a couple of different lives. Like, you know, I've been FIFO, I partied. I'd gone back to FIFO, I've been an athlete. And in the world of someone trains for 6 months and they feel like they can be a personal trainer now. And that's not what a personal trainer is. A personal trainer, in my opinion, is someone who can solve someone's problems. What does that problem look like? You're overweight. Let's figure out how we can make that, you know, let's change your food habits around. It's not always about calories in, calories out. It's and because I've lived a few different lives, you know, and you listen to business coaches and that, and they go, "Oh, you got to niche down to 35 to 45-year-old man who are left-handed who live in Baghdad." It's like, what the fuck, bro?
Everyone's got it figured out.
It's like, mate, like I've built a platform for online clients that if you have a problem, you've got 100% of my attention to figure out how we can solve that for you. You know. Like, if a business coach was to come and look at, like, someone who's a niche business coach was to come look at my client base, I've got athletes, I've got people who are trying to put on weight, people who are trying to lose weight, ex-athletes, like, and it's not that I know everything, but I'm willing to sit down and figure out why you can't get from A to B as quick as you need to. And I just love doing it, and I know, same as yourself, the potty and that. It's quite clear that you love it. So the amount of pressure that we put on ourselves in order to be better is, it's only from what we put on ourselves. You know, it's good to be better. But when it becomes like, oh, you know, I've definitely been there. Like, it's like
when it becomes destructive to the other parts of your life.
And it comes in ebbs and flows.
Sometimes you got to prioritize if you want to make something a success, or
for sure,
or whatever. There's little sacrifices here and there.
I get that. I just get up so there's not enough hours in the day. Eh?
The what?
There's not enough hours in the day. There isn't. Like, I try and get up earlier. Still doesn't work.
I've been. Oh yeah. I agree. But I don't know. I'm just. The battles of time management and more having an understanding. It doesn't matter. Put it out tomorrow. Do something tomorrow. Like, and that's not me being like, and I shouldn't have to say it, but that's not me saying like, put it off. And
Oh, for sure.
Like if you can get it done, do it, man.
Yeah,
Do it.
100%.
Like go easy on yourself as well.
Courtney always used to say to me, because I'm like, I need this done now. She goes, what's the difference of an hour?
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, so true.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, an hour, so who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
You know, like
People are understanding and forgiving as well. If you just have that conversation and just go,
yes,
hey,
yeah, and be willing to like put yourself a little bit vulnerable, and
Yeah.
go, hey, look, mate, I fucked up a little bit today. Time's got away. Let's do it this.
yeah, you messaged me on the way here. Look, I'm
Yes.
going to be honest with you. I went to the barber's.
Got a beard trim, didn't work out.
You
as
could have
planned.
just said like traffic or something, and,
Yeah.
but like you owned it. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't care, man. Like,
It was actually a really good moment for me doing
Yeah.
that, because
Okay.
we all go through it, don't we? We all go,
Yeah.
oh, should we do traffic with this? I was like, mate, I went to the barber.
Yeah.
I want to look somewhat good. I look scruffy as fuck before this pod. And I
Yeah,
looked in
well.
the mirror and I went, today's a hat.
yeah. Yeah, mate. That's people ask why I always wear the hat.
Yeah.
So I don't have to do my hair.
Mate,
I'm on camera all the time.
yeah. Between running a business, family, boxing, my upbringing, blah, 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 my hairline's running away as well. So every day I look up in the
Right there with
mirror,
you.
I'm looking in the hair. Like, so shout out to anyone who wants to give me a hair transplant. So I'll fucking do that for sure.
I'm going to challenge myself actually coming up soon.
Go on.
Going on a little family vacay, and the whole point is to be away with, family, kids, and whatnot. Might just challenge myself to just like no phone.
It's good.
If
Where
I can,
going?
if
Where
I-
going?
Just Barley, man.
Sick. Just Bali.
Just
life.
Barley. yeah, just,
It's only because it's there, eh?
yeah,
Like,
it's just
I'll-
like a
I'll-
3-hour flight, but
That's awesome.
I think it's only 5 days, man. Quick little getaway,
Love it.
quick little fuck off. Some friends and family.
Tell your viewers.
Hey.
You've told them.
I'm doing well.
What are the dates?
I am
No.
doing an episode over there as well.
Cool. Who with?
Tyler Tolman.
Is it going to be a Hard Yarns pod, or has he
Yeah.
got his own pod?
No, it's a Hard Yarns pod.
Yeah,
so
wicked.
taking the equipment, doing the outdoors in his little his fasting health retreat hut thing, and I can't wait for that. That's gonna be good. But I'm challenging. I'm going to challenge myself. I
Do
think.
it.
Just like no phone. Maybe like I don't know how I navigate that for posting and doing content or whatnot. But fuck, man, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
I'm still going to put out episodes and whatnot. Like, that's going to happen. But I can do that on my desktop.
I think as well, like same as with me with PT, people rely on you in a sense, you know, and because you care, or because I care, I want to be able to, respond at this time and do this. Like I genuinely give a fuck. Like I'm obsessed with, like yesterday I was in the car, I wasn't going to go to judo with Cooper, so I'm like, oh, while he goes to judo, I'll do something. And I got into the car, put my headphone on, and was editing and doing things on my laptop on the way there. Closed it, went to judo. What I'm getting at is that the reason why it does matter to us is because we care. The reason why you don't want to post, or you don't. Oh, the reason why you want to post and do this, it's because like I want to keep getting the message out. I want to be able to, show up for my viewers and do this and do that. Like that's the reason why.
Yeah.
It's actually harder to not give a fuck. Like
yeah.
like for me, like people go, "Why do you care about that shit?" I go, "Oh, fuck, I got to do this is what I've signed up for."
Yeah.
Essentially. But yeah, mate, whether if it's barriers or shutting it off or something, just stay true to whatever decision you make. But also as well, like, I don't know, there's like getting up early on a holiday or sleeping in, however you want to take time to do things, like an hour here and there on your phone once a day, or setting that up could be fine. But
yeah, I don't think it matters anymore now. Like for this, for example, this is what takes away any presence from me.
Yeah.
Making content for this.
Yeah.
The scrolling I could definitely just get rid of.
Yeah, for sure.
That's probably the hardest one to get rid of, but that is the one where I can go, no, there's no need. I got no need for that. I can justify and go, I need to stay up to date with what's going on in the world so I can socially commentate on it.
Yeah.
No, I don't have to.
Yeah.
We can have a chat about this.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Like I got fucking Danielle Lukens coming on tomorrow, talk crypto.
Sick.
Don't have to know a fucking thing. Tell me.
Yeah.
Explain to me.
Are you in
what's
crypto?
I'm a little bit. No, trying to like dabble. I've been in crypto. I made a fuck ton on Bitcoin early days.
Did ya?
Yeah, and then sold out when it dipped and made my money. I was happy, and never really got back into it. And sort of dipping back into XRP, and super, and how I can because you can put your super into crypto now and whatnot.
Oh,
and
cool.
I don't know. I'm dipping my toes.
Yeah.
I'm dipping my toes into property and stuff with super, and there's
Yeah,
a few little things. So, but I'm just curious. I'm going to ask questions.
Nice.
Nothing
Yeah.
wrong.
I've been in it since 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mate,
What are you in?
mainly Ethereum. Just just the safe ones.
Yeah.
Like Ethereum, Cardano, a couple of dumb ones like Shiba and Doge and that. Because I feel like there's...
Well, I'm going to be looking at this bank that Trump's running. Trump's family has just created a bank
Oh, cool.
of their own. And you're like, well, why would you invest in that? You know, like even if you do or don't like Trump, just understand he's the president of the United States. He's not going to let things go against his own bank.
No, fuck no.
So maybe if he's going to make money, I think I'll just invest.
Just jump in. Yeah. It's worth a punt. That's
Just
for
be
sure.
smart. Like
Yeah,
if he's the one pulling the strings, whether you like him or not,
Yeah. If you're looking to get ahead,
you got to
jump on.
It's the same with people like that guy who created the app. Who do you know who Nancy Pelosi is? Nancy Pelosi is the Democrat. So anyway, she's, in my opinion, a bit of a fuck knuckle. No, not in my opinion. She is. She's a fuck knuckle. She does the insider trading. Gets her husband to do the trading, but she's the one who formulates the policies and whatnot within.
Wow.
These sorts of things, these decisions are made. So
Cheeky.
yeah, exactly. And she's outperformed people like Warren Buffett and everyone in regards to the profits they've made on their trades. So some guy created an app that just goes, right, well, this is what Nancy Pelosi's investing in. Invest in that shit. If you can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, 100%.
Like if they're going to break the law and just inside trade and get away with it, might as well make the money.
Yeah, so true, man.
Just
Fuck. That's wild.
But
that is wild.
Yeah, but mate, that's good. I feel good after that chat.
Yeah, mate, buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Like, thanks for having me on. And
no, that's awesome. Well, actually, do you know what? Before we finish up, do you know what's... so we did the run last year.
Yes.
The pint to pint. Brooke ran with us.
I saw you put that up yesterday.
Yeah, she finishes on Sunday in City Beach.
Does she?
Yeah, so Sunday she finishes a lap around Australia. And
wow, what a woman. Are
mate.
you going to... So you're going to go do... What, is there a part where you can sort of join in with her and go do...
I'm sure you can. Maybe just give her a message. I might actually run the last... Oh, actually, no. I won't run that last 10Ks with her. That's probably like her thing. Let her have that, I guess. But maybe if we could go join her at some point. She's in Jurien Bay at the moment.
Yeah.
So she's fucking nearly there.
Mate, let me know.
A lap around Australia.
Yeah, that's fucking incredible, man.
210 days. And this is the thing, like I look at Tim Franklin and the same
I just
sort of
hope,
thing. Like the understanding of the way he felt, the way you felt when you got rid of that identity.
To put the nail on the head. So I touched on it, and I've got so many things to say, and I go on side tangents because it's just where my brain is and whatever else. When I was talking at the beginning of the pod, and I was speaking about, I understood what addiction was through, and people think of addiction as drugs and alcohol.
Yeah,
that's naturally. And when you leave that life, there are so many things in life to be able to, like AA and support, whether if it's professional or, someone goes, oh mate, stop drinking. Fucking come here, mate. All good's like, we've got you. And there's naturally support there, which is great.
Yeah.
Great. When someone has an athletic mind or, I'm just going to be biased on that, the Brooks or myself or whatever else, because we've done this, all these things, we've trained, we've eaten right, we've done this, and people naturally just go, oh, they've got so much shit sorted, but you become so fucking addicted, right? It's an addiction. And when you stop your addiction, no one actually knows how much you're struggling because one, you're not telling anyone because it's like, you don't want to put that burden on anyone like we spoke about. Two, you don't want to sound like a fucking idiot. Like, oh my God, look at me. Like, I just won the Australian title. Now I'm depressed as fuck. Like, people will like unintentionally be like, fuck, what do you got to worry about, mate? Right? And at that point, at the low, you don't want to have that down on you.
Yeah.
So, but this addiction that you can't find another avenue for anymore, it's going to be hard. It's hard to top shit.
Yeah.
It's hard to top shit.
Yeah.
It's important that if you hear someone retire from something or accomplish something massive or anything like that, they have formed a really positive addiction that comes with a negative downfall. Because what comes up, what comes down. And I think that's a really great message out there for anyone that hasn't experienced anything like that. Because when I'd finished boxing, a lot of people had said to me, oh, mate, it's just like anything else in life when you leave it. And I went, it's not, man, because people said, oh, it's like when you leave a job. I said, it's not because I've done both. It's not like I didn't get this feeling when I left the job.
Yeah.
So yeah, support people who are really good humans and athletes and whatever else, because even though they've just done something really cool, like they are going to be struggling.
Yes.
So, yeah. So just like be around them, and you don't got to. As long as you're just saying, hey, how are you? How's things? Let's catch up for a coffee. Do you want to go for a run?
Yeah.
And yeah, like every time I catch up with a mate, it's coffee, golf, gym.
Well, let's play golf, man.
Let's do it.
I love golf.
Come on.
Yeah. We're making a golf shirt.
I'm actually more of a whack fuck. But yeah, I just call it a game of whack fuck.
Yeah.
I remember I was playing golf once a week, and my mates would say, "Are you going to turn up and start winning?" I was like, "Are you meant to win? I'm just here for the yarns."
Yeah, mate. Well, we'll play golf whenever you want. I'm looking for someone to play with like every day.
Fuck, let's do it. Let's do it every. Oh, I'm happy to do every. If you do it once a week, I'll do it.
If you're free on Friday, we'll play. But
Fuck, cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I totally agree, and that's where I look at someone.
I'm so happy we ran back up to that because I went on addiction, and I really want to dive into that topic with.
Yeah, because there are positive addictions.
Yeah, there's positive addictions that come with like a negative downfall that people don't know about, and there's just not enough support for them. You know, like there's nothing out there for X or any X whatever else, because there's unintentionally no plan in place for when you're done.
Yeah. Well, I look at Nina Kennedy, for example, who's the Australian Olympic gold medalist pole vaulter.
Oh, she's from Perth, hey?
Yeah. She's been on. Great fucking like driven, motivated girl. Fucking love that. She come back from hamstring surgery in the last, I think, 6 months or so to try and work her way towards these World Athletics Championships that are on right now to have a crack. And I think a couple of days out before she was sort of ready to fly over, had a separate injury, lost that whole build up to come back. And, you know, the highest of highs is winning Olympic gold. And then the lowest of low is obviously not being able to work so hard to get back from an injury where you've had this low and then have it stripped away from you again. You see, she did a post, but, you know, in tears and visibly upset. But this is illustrating your point exactly, is that the people who reach these heights, sometimes you need to get around them, support them even at their heights.
Yeah, fucking oath. Yeah, be with them for that. Or even on that journey of that. People will clap you at the end and clap you at the start. Mate, good on you fucking doing that. It's awesome.
Yeah, keep going.
You accomplished that. That's sick. You know, fill in the gaps, you know, and
I'll definitely get around Brooke.
Yeah.
Around
you know,
this.
Mate.
Because she would feel it.
If you find out that she's happy to have some people join in on, you know, even if we got to drive somewhere, I'll come with you.
Mate,
I haven't been running, but I'll do it.
Yeah, I've been a little bit slack on the running. I have been running, but nothing like immense running like she does. So, but we'll find out, because I'd say that I don't have Scotty this weekend, so maybe on the Saturday. She finishes on the Sunday, so if the Saturday we can find a spot, we'll go meet her up. Yeah, jog with her.
The only times I've been running. Did you see the boys trip I'm running?
No. Well, tell me.
Yeah, it's So ideally, over the past couple of years, doing retreats, AIS training camps, you know, traveling.
You even did a run club.
Done a run club.
Yep.
I thought I couldn't get 10 of my mates together to be able to do that, because some wouldn't like boxing, some wouldn't like this and whatever else. So I thought, fuck, I'm going to create the fucking best experience, man. So essentially what it is, I'm getting 10 blokes together, and I'm going to run it like an Australian international sport boxing training camp weekend. So we go down on the Friday, you know, we do some training, train all day Saturday, and then Sunday sort of a little bit more it's sort of on the fly at the moment. But with what it is like I'm going to get down there, man. It's going to be some connection stuff, which is going to be cool. Courtney's dad's coming down to he's cooking food the whole time. Like his whole job is to cook food. Cloud B&B, massive shout out to those guys. They helped us out with the accommodation down in Mandurah.
Awesome.
And then Morris Street Butcher jumped on and gave us a mad discount with the food and that.
Sick.
So it's just going to be good yarns, good training sessions, good food.
Yeah.
And mate, because people have gone to Bali to do retreats and that.
I'm like, come here.
They're going to do it in Perth, you know, and I think it's going to be so fucking cool. I've done Mandurah because it's like far away enough to still feel like a getaway.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, mate,
you can drive there an hour.
Mate, I'm so pumped, man. Like, just blokes, some blokes I was on the state team with, some guys that had never boxed before. I'm just going to be able to create this environment of like, I want blokes to be able to sit there in front of each other and go, fuck, we got to punch on in a sec. And it's of course it's going to be it's a sport.
Confronting.
Where it's boxing.
Yeah.
It's not fighting. But I want people to feel what that experience is like. You know, you go away and there's going to be a timetable with training and we're going to eat here and we do that. Because that's what happens when you go to OAS.
Yeah.
You go there and it's like, eat this time, train at this time, go to bed, fucking see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And I think everyone can go there, especially as the back end of the year really starts to take off and, you know, warmer weather and people get more motivated to do more work and whatever else.
Yeah.
Threw it in October because I'm like, yeah, like it. People
It's a good time of year to do it.
It's a reset, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like retreat vibes because of the house and the food, but the reset is going there. Like I'm going to tell the dudes, bro, turn your phone off.
Yeah.
Let's put it back on this afternoon.
Yeah.
And like the training's going to be fucking sick, like next level, man. Like I want them to feel that, oh my God, what am I doing here? And after the training's done, go, fuck, I'm so proud I've done that.
Fuck, you feel good when you've done something like that. Eh? Like
and everyone being in the Hurt Locker together. Like
love that feeling.
mate, I love creating that environment too. Like I fucking love, like tunes are up, everyone's sweating, everyone's going, oh, why am I here kicking boulders? And it's like, let's fucking go, brother.
Teddy, who I had on the other day, and it was more of a financial chat, and it was a bit different to our normal chats. But when we look back on our footy together, Teddy was captain, and obviously a leader. But his, like, we talk about like those hard sessions with such fondness. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah,
Oh
there's
my
a lot
God,
of
it's
stuff
the best.
that you hate about it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff that you miss out on.
Yeah.
Which you alluded to with
Yeah.
family and connection and traveling or whatever, like all of that. You miss out on it because of those things. But at the end of a tough, those
Nothing beats it.
tough pre-season training sessions,
Nothing.
36 degrees. The sun is still up at 8:30 at night, and you're fucking tonguing it, and you are hurting. You have vomited 3 times,
Best.
and your abs are glimmering in sweat, and you're like, "Oh my God, I fucking hate everything right now because I'm so sore, but I love this feeling."
Yeah.
Man, I look back on them with fondness.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I'm not sure I want to be in those situations again. I'm a bit old now, but
At the best
they're
success,
they're great, hey?
At the best success comes pain, man.
Yeah.
You know, and you got to be willing to do a little bit of pain.
Yeah.
Unintentionally, the world's gone a little soft.
Well, now we're all, and that's what I was. We're all a little softer.
Yeah.
Now. We're all a little punchier
Yeah,
around
yeah,
the
yeah,
midsection.
but also like just it's so the world is just so formed to do easy things.
Yeah.
Like you could sit on your ass all day and comfortably get through your day. But I promise, like put it this way, I've had men come to me, started training. They haven't trained in years. They've been focused on work, like you know they let go of themselves. They've put on 10, 15 kilos. I'll put them through a 12-week training camp, whether if it's online, so you know working on fat loss, getting your calories in and out, doing your training, whatever else, or whether if it's in person. At the end of the 12 weeks, not only have they lost weight, but they go, hey, mate, I just got to put training on hold for a bit because like I've had this really good thing at work come up. And then they're just fucking excelling at life. Like because they've given themselves the energy.
Yeah.
They've given themselves more motivation because when you said before, I'm staying fit for life. Think of an athlete.
Yeah.
They train every day to be better at their sport, but people forget that you got to be fitter for life too.
Yeah.
If you get home every day and you're fucked, and you go, no, I'm going to go train, all of a sudden, you're not so fucked every afternoon because your body knows it needs more energy to give out.
Well, and it's not just for you; it's for those around you.
100%. Sets a good example.
Bryn
Like-
Edwards, who we had on the other day, he specialises in systemic organizational psychology. Tough word to get you. And
You done well there.
And it's basically the principle of what is affecting you affects everyone else around you. So we have to deal with our own things and set ourselves in a positive mindset because it's contagious. And if we take our own traumas and our own emotional responses into, you know, stuff that's already sometimes a bit polarized, like a workplace or an organization where 2 people disagree on the ways forward for the company or whatever. If you take those little things that are going on in your own personal life into that, it's just going to make it more turbulent.
Yeah.
So working on yourself doesn't just help you, it helps those around you because we all add to the collective in regards to the way it functions in a more cohesive way. So it is super important to work on yourself in a healthy way, but to focus on yourself, not maybe work on yourself, but I don't like the word improve, but to just give yourself some time because a healthier, happier, more balanced version of you is going to be better for everyone. And that is the goal.
in terms of time, everyone says it's very common. I don't have the time. I don't have the time. But you just don't know how much time you have. You know, it's like if you're taking work home with you, it's a massive one. You know, it doesn't matter if you're a tradesman. You'll still go home, open up laptop, and send quotes out, or like it doesn't matter if you run a like a social media business. That's obviously a big one, or anything requires for you to open up the phone later on. But if you just go, I'm just closing this, and go to what Courtney says to me, what's an hour? Go train for an hour. Go get some endorphins flying. Everything's okay.
Love it.
Everything's gonna be sweet.
It's good.
And yeah, I think physical activity is just so important. But, and you can. It doesn't have to be hard in the beginning. But if you just create that habit to get yourself moving, set some time aside because we all have it. Yeah. And all of a sudden, it's I can go a little bit harder today. Oh, I've lost some weight. There's a few notches off the belt now. I don't got to pull my shirt down at at the family event anymore. Yeah. I'm going to go a little bit harder at training. I can see the results happening.
Mate, I spoke about this on our walk around the lake the other day. We were talking about it, like all these things that I have now going on in my life, these little habits that I've, healthy habits and good habits that I think. There's so many of them that I've tried to implement in the past and failed, or Delby or a partner or a parent have told me, you should do this, you should do this. And believe me, I've tried and it's failed. And it wasn't necessarily because it wasn't the right thing to do or they weren't going to, I wasn't going to have benefits from it. It's just, it's too hard sometimes to just pile on all of them at the same time, because that's what I was trying to do. I was like
putting too much shit in the basket.
Exactly. I'm trying to change this, and this instead of going, right, let's just add one little healthy habit or one little thing that I'm less destructive with, or whether that's okay. Look at the phone, for example. Now I might go, right, cold turkey. It's probably not going to work. But if I go, hey, cut down an hour, cut down half an hour, like maybe that's easier. Or maybe if it's like have one apple a day for a bit more vitamin C or whatever the fuck it is.
Love it.
Just add in one little bit here and there. And then now I look back on all of these healthy habits that I've built over about 5 years. I'm like, fuck, how good's this? Now I can add another one in.
The best.
And now I can add another one in. Or I can remove another one or whatever. It's not trying to do it all at once. It is like little baby steps.
Things worth doing take time. It's like when you're saying cutting things out, I was thinking about The Biggest Loser.
Yeah.
Did you see the documentary that just came out?
Yeah, I started watching it.
Mate, like that, I don't know how we thought that was appropriate television for starters.
Yeah.
And coming from a health and fitness perspective,
yeah,
what they done to those people was so, like, it was just mean. Like because the thing was, and I can see now why heavy amounts of cardio and staying on a stationary bike, calling it a spin class for X amount of time is a way that people feel like they need to lose weight. It's because I feel like people are still influenced from that show, that the way to lose weight was to just sweat and sweat and sweat. Yeah. But what people have got to remember is focusing on your diet is not sexy for TV. Yeah. It's not. It's like, oh my God, let's talk about calories. They had people eat 800 calories a day. Yeah. Do you know those Rockaby shakes? Yeah. 3 of them is more than 800 calories. Crazy. And they had that amount of food to eat. So they literally cut everything out and then we're pumping them full of caffeine pills and so ongoing now. People just go, oh, I just got to do heaps of cardio. I got to start running, and then they worry about how they don't worry about their diet. And then when you've got the Biggest Loser as well, 93% of those contestants put the weight back on. Yeah, because they weren't taught. Yeah, well, everything was ripped off. Yeah, from them, and it was like, oh look, well, there's 250 grand sitting at the and mate. 10 years ago, that's so much money, 250 grand. Like, think about it's fuck all now. They're talking about buying houses and shit, whatever. Yeah. Like, and they just had this cash prize in front of everyone and didn't teach them anything, like it's about sustainability. Like, and then. Yeah. Well, they've been given like this incentive, obviously. And everyone, like, people judge their health based on their weight. Like, I've been guilty of it in the past. Well, And I found it a couple of times recently where I'm like, I weigh myself and I go, put on weight. Not realizing, I put on muscle or, whatever. Well, and your weight isn't necessarily... The body you want could be heavier than what you think.
Correct, exactly. And obviously these people were obese. So, yes, they need to lose weight. But there's healthy ways to lose weight. And that is... Yeah, little bits at a time, giving them healthy habits and fall. Otherwise, they're going to fall back into old habits and fail and just give up. And then you see things like Ozempic come in.
Ozempic,
where it's a shortcut.
In all of its advertisement, I think it's a great way to get started.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you feel like you need to go on that, because what it does is it suppresses your appetite, plays with your it plays with your gut health,
Yes.
and like your gut microbiome to slow down how it produces food.
Mm-hmm.
So by totally slowing down that process, people don't feel like they want to eat, you know. And then what that can do for you is go, oh, I don't feel hungry. Oh, stood on the scale, starting to lose some weight now. Oh, that's good. And then just start to have those conversations with yourself of how much food that you're not eating anymore. Now, it's not about starving yourself at all.
Yeah.
There is a way on how to be able to figure out how many calories you should be consuming. For females, generally, it's anywhere between 1,800 to 2,000. Men's like 22,000, 24,000. If you're trying to lose weight, depending on where you're at, it's super, super brief. Like that is super brief because like women, if women are coming out of a deficit, you know, they could be eating more. There's just so much more.
But broadly speaking,
like super, super broad. So yeah, when you get on Ozempic, it's like, oh, I'm gonna start counting some calories now and just see like I haven't been eating as much food. Let's just figure out what that is, and I'm gonna start going to the gym, and it can be a great motivator. People are like, I'm losing the weight, I'm doing my thing, let's go. But you got to remember is that the person that provided you with that Ozempic drug, the peptide, is you got to say like, how long am I going to be on this for? So you can start to mentally prepare yourself for when you get off it, that you stick to the habits that you've created for yourself. From a habit perspective, a lot of people getting on Ozempic, they get off it and they put all the weight back on because they haven't put in healthy habits.
Yeah, they just relied on the...
They've just relied on the drug.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then what ends up happening is that for a drug that's, in my opinion, it seems like it's been around for a relatively short amount of time, we don't know what the long-term side effects are. But there was actually a lawsuit that has just come out for them, and there's this massive thing where people are coming out and saying it's fucked with their gut entirely.
Yeah, twisted bowels and things, yeah.
Massive amounts of Ozempic is really fucking with the way how people are, you know, their gut is processing and digesting food, which, yeah, it's causing problems, right? But then I can't remember her name. She's a specialist. She's a naturopathic doctor and chiropractor. She talked about how she microdosed Ozempic for her and her mum over a long period of time, and it was regenerative. Because you got to remember, Ozempic's a peptide.
Okay.
We've all got peptides in us.
Yeah.
And so what it's doing, it's just helping the process of what your body can't do. So she was talking about how like it brought back bone density for her mum, her thought patterns come back. And she done a clinical trial on what her mum did, but it was through microdosing. Heavy amounts of anything is going to just pump your body full of what it already has, but you're giving it more, so it's gonna essentially go, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
So yeah, just be cautious of, you know, if you're being prescribed these drugs, to make sure that it's an amount that is not so hectic. Settle into the process. Be happy that it's doing what it needs to do, and create some habits along the way. Ride the motivation, ride the momentum, because you can't be on the drug forever.
Yeah.
Use it as a way. It's like, fuck, no worries, I'm gonna get on this. And when I come off, I've already set things in place for myself. Like I've started to meal prep. I've started to become more motivated to put time aside to train and whatever else. Because losing weight isn't in the gym.
Yeah.
Putting on muscle is.
Yeah.
Losing weight is through your food, and if you're getting your appetite suppressed, just ride that momentum. You know.
Yeah. Corey always says to me, you can't out-train a poor diet.
Nah, fucking absolutely, man.
Like it doesn't matter what you're doing if you're putting some shit in your body. And I mean, I don't like it. Ozempic is a weird one for me because in my head, I'm like, oh, why the fuck would you need a drug? But at the same time, we talked about sometimes you need to put boundaries in.
Yeah.
And sometimes like where it's so ingrained in patterns, sometimes you need a bit of extra help. So I understand that. But yeah, definitely right with that. If you are going to get involved in something like this, there definitely has to be a plan to come off.
Yeah.
And build healthy habits around that.
Yeah. And like, be stoked if you've made a decision. But another thing is as well, like the whole counting calories thing is so popular in the fitness industry.
Yeah.
The reason why is because we just don't know how many calories are in things. So like download MyFitnessPal. And if you don't want to count, like there's usually a barcode on there, just start scanning food.
Mate, we've been doing it with Yuka.
Yeah.
The Yuka app.
Okay.
Have you used that before?
Nah.
Just downloads and it just shows you what additives are in there, what
I think I've seen
what
that.
your sodium levels
yeah.
are, what your sugars are in there.
Yeah.
But it's the additives I'm really focused on.
Yeah.
And it'll give it a score out of 100. And yeah, man, We did a week last week, nothing in a packet.
Wow.
And
Have you heard?
difficult, man.
Have you heard about the stat of how much plastic's in a brain?
No.
So on average, most people, I think over the age of 25, have got the equivalent of a plastic spoon of plastic in our brains.
Fucking hell.
That's wild, eh?
Yeah.
That is fucking wild, man. And how like it's like I'm gonna go eat healthy, then you go get a punnet of strawberries.
Yeah.
It's in plastic.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, that's just another topic. But mate, it's it's wild, man. It's wild.
I think what was just getting at just prior to that?
Ozempic, habits, eating. Corey was talking about something.
Oh yeah, doesn't really matter. But the additives. Yeah. Oh yeah, did the nothing in a packet diet. That's right. Yeah. So that
it's
was
hard,
mate. It's definitely harder than. Well, I did just a Monday to Friday. Like the week it wasn't even 7 days. It was just 5 days. Just Monday to Friday. Me and my partner. Nothing in a packet. Absolutely nothing.
Wow.
And it's definitely more challenging than you think because. You'd go, oh, well, I'll just have steak, chips and veggies, or well, not chips, veggies and whatever, eggs, stuff like that. It's dressings, salads. Like we were using herbs and spices that I guess technically are in a
glass jar.
But like
that doesn't count.
We weren't like dickheads about it. But yeah, so it was very challenging. But what I did notice was without the additives and whatnot, my recovery, which I measure on my Whoop, the percentage of recovery went from like about a 60% because I do a little bit of exercise and I don't sleep for 9.5 hours like it wants me to. It's like I'm sleeping for 7 hours a night. I think like usually about 9:30 to 10 o'clock I go to sleep. Usually wake up about 5:30, somewhere in that range. And it wants me to sleep more. But that same sleep, same time, same everything went from about 50 to 45 to 60% recovery rate to about 91, 95%.
Holy shit.
And I'm assuming because of the lack of additives and sugars and stuff in my diet. Even my pasta sauce that we put on, or pizza sauce, we made that from scratch. Get a heap of tomatoes, boil them down, reduce it. And like, it's fucking awesome. I wouldn't live like that, man. It's difficult. Like it's a lot.
Cool little challenge, though.
But definitely a cool challenge. Great to be disciplined. Love a bit of discipline. And felt good about everything I ate.
Yeah.
Like I didn't feel like I had to manage what I was eating because I felt like it was all real, whole foods, and it's definitely made me more conscious. I will now
think about
just
that,
continue to live generally like that. There will be little
moments,
lines,
But I think it's good as well. Like a good message out there, like you're saying, it's taken you years to develop good habits, and no one's perfect, but there is a point in someone's life where they go, I'm making a change, and then all of a sudden it's like, I'm going to try this out, I'm going to try that out.
Yeah.
And you don't just rip the Band-Aid off and try everything. Like there has to be somewhat of a process to make that happen. Like, and there is so much information out there, you know, and I think accountability is a big thing, you know, whether if I was boxing or whatever else. Like I have a coach now who writes me programs and stuff like, you know, whether if it's nutritional or going to the doctor or anything like that, there is so much information, so many people willing to help, educate yourself. And no one's at blame that life's too easy. Just there's easier ways of getting through life just by changing a couple of things. And you'll feel better in your mind, feel better in your skin. People can see it. And it's nice to compliments and that here and there.
They're nice. I won't pretend they don't. You don't like them.
Everyone likes compliments.
Feel good, feel positive. Look good, feel good, play good. We used to say in footy. So, but mate, that's a fucking banger.
That was a banger.
That was a good episode.
Come on.
Appreciate you coming on. Anything you want to plug before we finish up?
I think that it doesn't matter where you are in life, or if you feel like you just want to reach out to someone. Come and have a chinwag. If you want to get to know me more, I write an email a day, every day, just on what I did for my day.
Cool.
So, jump on the Instagram, Jagga. I think there's 2 underscores. And, if you want to get to know me on something, how I live my life, I live a pretty funny life. So, something will happen, I'll go, that's good for an email.
Sick.
And I put that into an email and I just send it out to the email list. So, follow the link on there and, come and get to know me. So.
Perfect, mate. Send me that link and I'll put it in the show notes. But thanks for coming on. Good episode.
Mate, thank you. Cheers. Talk to your friends. Ask questions. Thank you.